I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Canelo, are you ready? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4-division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones! You know my level, and you will see, because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston.
Oh, Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday, you want payday. I know that. Then you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos pelos chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I'm gonna knock out this guy. Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny? You think that's funny?
A little bit.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our second episode of the day, Thursday. Second episode. We're here to talk about Canelo Alvarez trying to make his dreams of fighting in the United Kingdom a reality. We have just found out from Frank Warren that Hamzah Sheeraz has received an offer. They turned that offer down. The issue with that is that Hamzah Sheeraz is a 160-pounder. Looks like Canelo Alvarez was looking to bring up another 160-pounder to 168 and give him an opportunity at all the belts. So this is what we're going to be discussing. Canelo Alvarez and how he's moving in the dark, in the shadows, trying to get that UK fight signed, sealed, and delivered. But much like Tank, he would be bringing a fighter a division below, up one division. Now, I don't know if that means something to you because Hamzah Sheeraz is A, so big, B, a very skilled fighter. So regardless, this potentially could be a good fight. But who knows? You know, this is what we're talking about. This is the second UK offer, so I just want to remind everyone that it really looks like Canelo wants to fight in the United Kingdom. This is now the second offer being revealed. First one was for Chris Eubank Jr. to face Canelo Alvarez, and I believe Eubank said no. He said he wanted more money. Now we got an offer from Hamzah for Hamzah Sheeraz, and we'll play that audio straight from Frank Warren. And this audio is Frank Warren revealing said offer. Let's get straight to that. Shit. Back. Okay.
Actually, we was offered the Canelo fight
What?
early this year. But I said, no, not yet.
For Hamzah?
Yeah.
What,
Good money.
May?
Yeah, really good money.
Where would that have been, Frank?
That would have been Vegas, wherever.
So that would have been the May fight in Vegas.
So Hamzah got an opportunity. Now, it doesn't mean that Hamzah would have got the fight, right? Because Canelo could have made multiple offers to Hamzah and Berlanga, and his team needed to decide what would have been that best offer. Ultimately, they did go with Edgar Berlanga, who did accept, but Hamzah Sheeraz did receive an offer that he did not accept.
I don't know where it had been. It was just an offer was made. But
We didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that. Yeah.
You know now. Yeah.
Look how confident boy Frank is. He said, "You know now." Let's play that one more time, because it's a big moment for Hamzah so early in his career to be on the radar of Canelo Alvarez.
We nearly actually we was offered the Canelo fight.
What?
Early this year. But I said, no, not yet.
For Hamzah?
Yeah.
What?
Good
May?
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good money.
Where would that have been,
I
Frank?
wonder how Hamzah feels.
Wherever.
So that would have been the May fight in Vegas.
I don't know where it had been. It was just an offer was made. But
We didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that. Yeah.
You know now. Yeah.
You know now. I wonder how Hamzah feels, because he says he turned it down. He says it was great money, but he turned it down. Did Hamzah not want the fight? Was he in agreements and wanted that fight turned down? Because how do we know that that fight comes back around? Don't get me wrong. Frank has done very well with fighters that we didn't expect to get this level. I mean, Hamzah, I didn't expect him to be here. Dubois, the way that he was, bringing up Dubois in the beginning, I didn't expect Dubois to be here. So you got to give, credit to Frank and take your hat off. He knows how to build a fighter and how to develop a fighter. So him not allowing that fight with Hamzah and Canelo was obviously him attempting to help Hamzah develop properly versus throwing him in there with a woof and giving him his first loss early. But this is what we're discussing. If you're interested and you want to call in, the number to call is not working, but Discord and Twitter Spaces are both available for anyone interested in voicing their opinion on the Voice of the People hotline. We do apologize for the late start. It is what it is. Hopefully, coming on back and getting it done regardless satisfies most of you. If not, we tried. What else can we say? We did have a guest scheduled today, but the late start caused me to have to cancel that, as I didn't want to keep the guests waiting. So we'll try and reschedule that as well. So remember to always frequent the community page so that you can always know who's going to be on the show. Looks like CS Boxing and Box Lab Promotions announced a co-promotion agreement with Jaime Munguia. So Jaime Ortiz. So it looks like Jermaine Ortiz is going to be fighting for Box Lab Promotions, which means he may be fighting under the MVP banner. And looks like his first fight is scheduled to take November 1st at the Caribbean Royale in Orlando, and it will be on DAZN. So shout out to Box Lab Promotions signing one of the biggest fighters right now. And shout out to CES Promotions that, was able to strike a co-promotion deal with Box Lab to get Jaime Ortiz back in action. Shout out to Amaury Piedra doing his thing, man. That's a big signing for them. Jermaine Ortiz is a good fight for guys like Sabril Matias and others at 40. Once again, phone lines are open. Discord, Twitter Spaces available for those that want to speak. We're talking Canelo Alvarez trying to make that UK fight more of a reality. Already sent out 2 offers to 2 UK fighters. Chris Eubank Jr., first offer that was revealed. And now, most recently, Hamzah Sheeraz has received an offer that he did turn down, But like Frank said, if you didn't know, now you know. We got Jersey Bob on the check-in. While we wait for Jersey to connect, go ahead and smash that thumbs up.
Hello.
What up?
Yeah, how's it going? Man, I'm shocked. Canelo would take a dangerous fight. I thought he was done with dangerous fights. I'm gonna be honest. That dude's dangerous. And at 168, he got some power. Now didn't he get dropped his last fight? It was 2 fights ago. Dude
Shiraz?
got dropped.
I don't remember
Yeah, didn't he get
Shiraz getting
dropped?
dropped.
Well, he got hurt.
I don't remember him getting dropped, but maybe Tim Boski calls in. I don't remember him getting dropped.
But I mean, he's looked good. But now, yeah, I would like that fight. But like I said, I'm surprised Canelo because I mean he looks like he got the goods. He can punch. Look, he can box. He's got height, got length. Yeah, that's he's a good fighter. He probably didn't take it because he really want to win that fight. So he probably like, let me get a little more experience. But yeah, if Canelo takes that fight, I'll give him credit for that fight. But your boy Belonga wouldn't get in the ring with that man. Let's be honest.
But you know, this is so funny. You know, he's bringing up the fighter. If the fighter would have accepted, he would have been a 160-pound fighter moving up to 168 to fight Canelo.
Yeah, but this dude, he looks like he really can fight. Some of them guys he's bringing up, like Jaime Gomez, man, them guys ain't real. They okay. This guy look like he really can go to me. So I think this is actually a challenge. So I would like to see that. Chris Eubank, that's an easy win. Eubank ain't got no chance against Canelo. So hopefully he won't fight him. But I heard you talk the fight tomorrow. The old man is going to get the knockout. Better B's getting a knockout. I couldn't call in earlier. He knocking Bivol out. That boy, his power, man. He's 100%. He's 100% knockout. I think he gets another one. So, but we'll see. This is a fight I've been waiting for. I know you was talking about there wasn't no buzz for it. I've been waiting for this fight, so I didn't really want to call about it because I figured he might get hurt. I think that's why part of the buzz wasn't there, man. The man always getting hurt, as you said. So I'm like, man, I'm just sitting back hoping this guy makes it through the weigh-in and makes it in the ring. So I really think that's why the buzz isn't there, man. Because the dude, like, as you said, he always get hurt, man. The man always hurt. So I'll just be happy he gets in the ring, and hopefully we have a good fight. So you still got Bivol?
You know it.
All right, it's gonna be sick. But like I said, this is a 50-50 fight. If Bivol wins, I wouldn't be shocked. But I just think Better B is gonna get a knockout. That's what I just think. But you know, hopefully it's a real good fight. But all right, have a good night.
All right, brother.
But it's not your time.
All right.
Let's see here. If you want to call in and voice your opinion, you know how to do it. Profound Dreamer, what it do?
Hey, gather around TBV. That's if you're still listening. Get on down with these profound rhythms. Next, I'm gonna say this just to top off, last episode. Just like I told you, Danny Garcia was gonna get stopped by Lara. Bivol finna get stopped by Better Biev, man. Book it. Yeah, remember you said I was gonna be eating crow? Guess what? Anyway.
You saying Bivol about to get stopped by Better Biev?
Yes. Yeah, pencil me in, pen me in, take a chisel and a slab of concrete and chisel me in. Yeah, Better Biev gonna stop that boy. He gonna remind y'all that he ain't no 5'7" middleweight. Everybody all hype because Bivol put a shellacking on Canelo. Canelo is a 5'7" middleweight with a punch, okay? That's just able to survive at 175 because he got an immaculate chin. But Better Biev won't get the job done on Saturday. But Hamzah Sheeraz and Canelo, man, come on, Ness. You believe that? To me, what it really looked like with everything that's happening in boxing right now, it's looking like Canelo in some serious negotiations with somebody else. And just like he used Chris Eubank's name for the last negotiations to have Edgar Berlanga on the fence. What's that about? What you got to say? What's that about? What's the sound effect about?
Accident sound effect.
Oh, yeah, just like
Apologies.
he used, no doubt. But just like he used Chris Eubank's name to have Edgar Berlanga worried, like, oh my gosh, is Canelo gonna go in another direction? Listen, anytime Canelo's in negotiations with somebody, he's going to step on their neck and remind them that he got options in the sport of boxing. He don't need no one fighter, and that's what I've been trying to say about this the guy from Nebraska trying to fight Canelo. He got to recognize that Canelo got options. You're desperate. You need Canelo to make a blockbuster fight. Canelo could pick anybody and it's going to be a blockbuster, as we just seen with Edgar. So that's all this Shiraz business is about, man. That wasn't no real offer, man. That wasn't no serious talks or whatever, man. He using his name right now to boost up whatever negotiations he got going on with Crawford, in my opinion, because Crawford
This
making
is
all these
old. This
goofy
is
moves.
old information, champ. We just got wind of it. You know, he offered Shiraz the fight for the May fight before Berlanga. Berlanga just ended up being the one to get it.
Yeah, but why is it coming out now then? With that information,
I mean,
run my call, please.
Because Frank wasn't interested in, I guess, spilling the beans when he first got the offer.
Right. So okay then. So Frank is just using that information now to boost up Hamzah Sheeraz
Oh
profile. So what
yeah,
make
oh
Hamzah
yeah, for
Sheeraz
sure, for sure. This makes Hamza look good, but at the end of the day, he still received an offer.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, man. Anytime Canelo is and who Canelo end up fighting in May?
He ended up fighting Berlanga.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So he's just using these guys as fodder to have the guys he's in serious negotiations with be under pressure and feel like, oh, Canelo's not going to choose me. Should I start
I
training?
mean, that's
I
a
don't
good
know
way
what
of
to do just to
thinking.
have them in limbo.
That's a good way of thinking, but remember, you only thinking like shrewd businessman. You not thinking backup plan. It could be backup plan. I want Berlanga, but if we can't, let's get an offer out there to somebody else just in case.
And this is why I got to remind you, Ness. Canelo Alvarez is not Gervonta Davis. The fight that Canelo wants is the fight that Canelo gets. The backup plan ain't never a real option. You don't need no backups. When's the last time Canelo had to fall back on a backup plan because the person he was going to give the golden ticket to walked away? When that ever happened?
Not that I remember, but again, it don't mean it can't. You got to always be prepared.
Exactly. But the laws of probability showed us that Canelo is that guy. Whoever he give that ticket to is going to take the call and they're going to step up to the stage, man. Like I said, Canelo got options in this game. And that's why dudes got to be careful when they chasing after him. They put their legacies and their careers on hold, chasing after a guy who got options. Listen, man, it's like back in high school. If I'm trying to mac at the baddest chick in 10th grade, guess what? She ain't gonna be the only girl I'm talking to. And if she is, you're just a lame, bro, and you never had a chance with her to begin with. Canelo got options. You got to keep the doors open, man. And that's why I'm so mad at Crawford for turning down this Fundora fight, because that could have been an easy way. You could go clean up 154 and become undisputed. That's the key. I just feel like the world don't believe that Crawford is a legitimate middleweight threat. And if he goes out there and he steps on 154, becomes undisputed, he shows everybody that he is a legitimate middleweight. And then he could go into the Canelo fight. But you trying to like skip the line based on your resume and based on your accolades, that's cool. And that might get you to fight because you apparently it looked like they in some serious talks right now. But you might be playing yourself if homie don't pick you. Because like you said, Ness, you doing a whole show about a plan B, a fallback option. So like, hey man, Hamzah Sheeraz ain't never had a chance of getting that fight. But I don't know. We'll see what other people say, man. That's my call for now, Ness.
All right, profound dreamer. Appreciate you.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as it's gonna help with the visibility of the show, putting this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that haven't found us yet. Let's see here. We going out to Joe Pilot. Joe Pilot.
Yo.
Yo.
Man, yeah, it's like man, Canelo, Shiraz. Frank Warren did the right thing because Shiraz is not ready for this guy. Shiraz best win is Ammo Williams, who was was a prospect slash contender himself. Like Shiraz is like, I think Canelo, it was going to be a hard time selling Shiraz, bro. It was going to be like, at least Berlanga you can sell. He's Puerto Rican, 16 first-round knockouts. You know, Jaime, you can sell that. He beat the guy that retired, Miguel Cotto. You know, he fought the Gabe Rosados. He had a few notable names, on his resume. But Shiraz, you can't really, you couldn't really sell that to maybe. And I don't think was Canelo going to go to the UK to fight Shiraz. Because Canelo hasn't fought anywhere besides America. Yeah, he did that one-off in a way, Ryder in Mexico, but Ryder.
Remember that Canelo's been rumored to wanting to fight in the UK. These are 2 UK offers, so it's got to be in the UK. It was one for Eubank and one for Shiraz. This is something he's been wanting to do.
Yeah, I mean, they all say that, but Canelo's about his bread. You know that's what I'm like. I think Shiraz's profile just isn't big enough. Yeah, but UK is a hardcore boxing place. I think they would have came out for Canelo, but it's like something that I don't know. A more proven commodity out there would make more sense. Maybe if Shiraz can beat a Janibek, and then they have something to build off, and two, the UK prop him up. He's a unified champ, and Canelo could have done that. But Shiraz, like, he's a really good boxer. Like, he has, he's real lane. He got the length. He's good technically. But Ammo stunned him a couple times in that fight. He stunned him a couple times. And if you just stay on the outside, like, look at Bivol versus Canelo. That was 113, 115, and Bivol was mixing it up with Canelo. Imagine if you're not getting like a little gritty with Canelo in the inside, you're not gonna win that by decision, bro. Like, so it's like, but still, that would have been a good little look. I don't know if you've seen Jamal and Boo Boo, man. I don't know, man, why Jamal's out here pump faking, man. Kitty Cat only ain't. I don't think he's ready for that Boo Boo smoke, man. If he goes down crawling up that tree, Boo Boo mess around gonna retire him. Bro, this man's crazy, bro. This man, and he got to drop that run, bro, because he knows he's fighting Cornflake, man. I don't think he's going in there with no boo-boo. I want to see that fight, but is he really going to take it? Because that would be the co-main right there for Tank and Roach. That's a perfect co-main. That fight, then under that, Figueroa Fulton for the WBC belt. Then under that, Adames versus the Uzbekistan. Prelims, Puello versus Sandor Martin. That little card's not sounding too bad, man. It's sounding like a lot of action-packed fights right there. Yeah, and Better Beef Bivol. I got damn, that's a tough one, man. Better Beef got the power, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm gonna go with that fight because Bivol got the great footwork, but all it takes is Better Beef to land one shot to slow him down. And can Bivol do it again for 12 rounds? Yeah, he did it against Canelo, but remember, Canelo's a smaller man moving up. So this guy's a guy that used to fight at cruiserweight in the amateurs. So I don't know, but is Father Time coming after Better Beef because he torn knee? He had another injury with Callum Smith. Long layoffs and inactivity. Sooner or later, and Bivol too, because everything his wife said, Bivol got a whole bunch of injuries too. Knees. She basically said elbows, knees, hands. He has fluid in the eyes. Like, these are sounding like two guys with a lot of, injuries. Like, who knows, man? I think it's going to be a really close fight, but I'm out.
It's not your time.
Joe Pilot, appreciate you. We got RRT Boxing with Mr. A, $5. Didn't Plant make Canelo go Plan B at least twice? Hashtag Hardin, 3 faces and clouds of Hardin smoke. Profound Dreamer sends that $5 to cover the debt. If you want to call in, you know that the lines are available. You can call us on X Spaces, and Discord is available. Our landline is down today. We got Treese in Toledo.
Yow.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though? Oh, man. So, shit, what I'm hearing, I ain't gonna hold you. What I'm hearing with this Canelo offering Hamzah, it sound like my man close to
Serious?
retirement, man.
Sound like he's serious about doing that UK fight.
Nah, man, I'm not hearing that. To me, it sounds like he close to that retirement. Like I told you before, this sound because this the second country I'm hearing. At first, I was hearing that Japan shit. Now I'm hearing this UK shit. Next thing you know, like I say, I want him to go to Canada and fight in Philly.
Those are two things we've been hearing for years, though.
I mean, it just sounds like that he on the world tour. Like he sound like he trying to get it. You feel me? He going on the goodbye. You feel me? The goodbye world tour. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm hearing Japan. I'm hearing UK. He was just in Mexico fighting a guy I didn't need to see. You feel me? Now he talking about being in the UK fighting another guy that I didn't ask for. You see me? So it's like, yeah, I'm just hearing. I'm hearing world tour. I'm gonna give you all these fights that I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna get up out y'all way. Is what I'm hearing. You see me? But if he looking for a guy that's actually in his division to fight, how come he not picking the what's the one guy who's from Callum Simpson? Like I heard King Amin was just talking about him. He got a good story and shit. He actually from Great Britain. You feel me? He 15-0. He in your division. He top 10. Like why not fight him instead of pulling up another guy from one seat? That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, and first, you told me that David Benavidez, he got to be in the division for him to get the fight with Canelo. Apparently, if you an undefeated fighter and you in the division and you top 10, you still don't get the fucking fight. So, hey, man.
You know, this guy just fits the bill. Canelo's been wanting to fight in the UK and in Japan. These are not today's rumors. Like, you acting that way because you want to be disgruntled.
No, I don't want to be disgruntled. I'm saying, like, if you giving me a guy, like, why not pick a guy out your division who's undefeated? We see that he on, like, he's a guy in that. You done beat up a Callum already. What's the difference between that Callum and this Callum? Give me another Callum.
What Callum is that? What Callum is in the division?
The Callum Simpson. He top 10 in the division.
Who the fuck is that, bro? Like, Callum Simpson. Who the
hell is
that?
No. We can't do that. Motherfuckers is gonna say the same shit about this Hamzah Sheeraz guy. Who the fuck is that, bro?
At least people know Hamzah. At least people know Hamzah. Who is whoever you're talking about?
Bro, don't nobody know that fucking guy, bro. We know who he is. Cool, cause he beat. Come on, bro. We know who we. Come on, we not doing that shit. We not acting like this guy got a profile. We not about to do that shit.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell the truth like you are. Hamzah Sheeraz and Callum Simpson are equally as popular.
Yeah, basically, yes. Virtually, yes. They virtually the same fucking guy.
Yeah,
and if you gonna pull up a guy from 160,
I don't even understand how you can lie like that.
If you're gonna pull up a guy from 160 with a profile, nigga, how about you fight Shane Mosley Jr.? And I've been saying that. That's the fight that you should make. Do that shit. Stop doing this world tour bullshit. Ain't nobody asking for this. Or if you're gonna do it, go to Canada and fight him.
Champ. I don't even know how you could just lie like that. My man said Hamzah Sheeraz and Callum Simpson is on the same level. I never heard of Callum Simpson, and he hasn't even fought on Riyadh season yet. So how could he be on the same level? Secondly, it is a fact. It is a fact that that Hamzah Sheeraz is a ambassador for Riyadh season. So, I mean, it's just, virtually impossible for them to be on the same level. It's pretty funny. Big Gucci Nick, what up?
What up, gang? How the audio sound?
Street.
Bro, come on, what's good with you, bro? Why you gotta entertain this shit for, bro? I don't care about no ambassador and this and that, bro. I gotta agree with Treese, man. Look, both of these guys, even if they're not on the same level, these dudes in the boxing world, they ain't really known like that, man. Hamzah Sheeraz and Callum Simpson, you might as well pick Callum Simpson. Hamzah Sheeraz is
Oh my
probably
God,
slightly
he
more
wildin'.
popular than Callum Simpson, bro. Look, the whole thing is, bro, eh, bringing somebody up from 160, that's a free bag, bro. That poses no threat. I don't care if he's big for 160, bro. He's a 160 pounder, man. Get him a 168 pounder, or even if he wants to explore 175, do that, man. But when you're bringing up a smaller dude like that, that's a free bag, bro. We don't want to see this. The dude poses zero threat to Canelo, man. Zero threat, bro. That's all I got to say, man. It's like you can't entertain this year, bro. You might as well pick Callum Simpson, because who the fuck is Hamza Shiraz anyway, bro? He might be a little bit more popular, but like not even in the same division, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Feel me?
I
But
I actually don't feel the both of you. You say in the same sentence that Simpson is more popular, but then finish it by saying, "Oh right, Hamza might be a little more popular." So you
yeah,
agree with me. Hamza's
but
more popular.
no, but listen, but I'm saying the level of popularity is so tiny. Like neither guy, it doesn't matter anyway. So you might as well pick the dude in the same division. It'll make you look a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because odds are like no one's gonna know who either of
I
these
mean,
dudes are.
our
Right?
first caller of the day picked Hamza to beat Canelo and said that Canelo would be showing that he's a real one by fighting Hamza.
Uh, oh my God, bro.
I mean, Hamza's a good fighter. He's tall. He's very long. Uses his range well. I don't get it.
I mean, shit, somebody's got to sell the fight, man. But yeah, that's my call game.
All right, all right. Hey, first of all, the fight's not happening. The fight's not happening. This was an offer made to Hamzah Sheeraz before the Berlanga. So this was like a backup in case Berlanga didn't want to fight. They could go to the UK like he's been wanting to do. So this is an old offer revealed, guys. Old offer reveals we're just talking about. We got RRT Boxing, Mr. A, $5. What do you think if he asks Buatsi to come down to 168 for the UK fight? Only other name I can think of out there, Yard can't make 168, hashtag Hardin. No, Buatsi would be a good name, but he's only more known than Shiraz because we've been waiting for this motherfucker to actually fight somebody longer than Shiraz. I don't think that he's better than Shiraz. He had a good fight and showed shades of Andre Ward in the ring, but he wasn't an Andre Ward. He was getting hit in that ring versus I don't even remember who. Johnny Thunder, what up?
Yeah, Nets. Hamza Sheeraz, Bivol, Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo, Berlanga, Mungia, Eubank Jr., Badu Jack, Errol Spence. I just listed every fighter Canelo either tried to fight or fought since John Ryder. I just listed 9 names not called David Benavidez. Fucking 9. Can you even comprehend that? Doesn't that just blow your mind?
No.
No. Well, it should. This just shows, again, this emphasizes what a bitch Canelo is. This guy will literally fight his janitor before David. He'll look anywhere to fight. And you said this was an old offer. They can still fight next year. This fight can happen in the future.
Oh, of course.
Same as Eubank Jr. This can happen.
Of course.
Don't dismiss it, Ness.
Of course it can still happen. Of course it can still happen. He still wants his UK fight.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's definitely going to do that. Eddie Hearn always talked about it. We're going to bring Canelo to the UK. A huge stadium. We're going to serve him. We're going to serve him up the biggest can we can find.
You know how many UK dudes wish Floyd fought there? Floyd never gave the UK a fight. That's why they got so excited when he took Tank and he was just there.
It'll happen. It'll happen. And the Canelo fanboys talking about, Canelo's looking at the winner. It better be a Bivol. Or maybe he'll fight David at 175. Delusional. Absolutely delusional. That's the reality. Okay? And Baby Joker, stop calling in and wasting everybody's time every day, man. What a waste of time, okay? So that's some advice to Baby Joker, but that's about it. This is not a surprise. Expect another fucking bum's name to turn up. And somebody was saying this is a tough fight. This is a risky fight. This guy is fucking another Rocky Fielding. Tall, skinny dude. He'll get folded in half with one body punch. Don't start pushing this thing. And this guy's a risk. This guy's a risk. Get out of there.
You got Canelo as a like all-time elite.
All-time elite pussy, yeah.
I mean, well, you're giving Hamzah no shot. You named off 9 guys you felt disgusted. It's like, damn, could he beat everyone and the only guy he can't beat is Benavidez?
How about Mabili? I don't know if he can beat Mabili.
Oh, you want that fight? Okay. Because, Bob Arum
Well,
signed
guess what?
Mabili.
He's actually in his division. Shock. He's actually in his division. Wow.
So was Berlanga and Jaime. Wow.
Yeah, but they suck. They suck.
Oh, they suck. They suck. Not Mbili, though. Mbili doesn't suck, right?
You may feel like it's your
All
time.
right, cool.
But it's not your time.
Maybe Mbili floats his boat, maybe. I don't know. DC3, what it do? If you're watching this on YouTube, gotta hit that thumbs up. Come on, man. It's free. DC3, gotta unmute.
Yo. Boy, just getting off, Ness. I just delivered 278 stops, man. You feel me?
Salute.
We in the building. Man. Shout out to holidays, man. Get a lot of traffic. Who was that last caller, though? I like him. What's it? He got to be from the UK.
Nah, he from Australia, the land down under.
Oh, man. What's his name?
Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder, man. Continue calling in, man, because we need guys to hold him accountable.
He only calls in. Nah, he only calls in to hate on Canelo. He don't call in for no other subject.
Yeah. So he a Jerry Soriano then. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Johnny Thunder. Johnny Thunder. I'm a fan of you, man, but just be a little more biased. That's the truth. Because I want the Ace Times of the world to call in and hold Canelo accountable. Because he talking shit about Tank when Tank try to pull his shit. But H-Town don't say nothing about it. So H-Town, I know you listening. You feel me? Call in and let's talk about this. Oh, Tank pulling, it's just 5 pounds though. It's different. Canelo pulling guys up 8 pounds. You know what I'm saying, H-Town? So I want you to be unbiased. At least Baby Joker unbiased. At least Baby Joker try to be unbiased sometimes. He ain't just on his knees for Canelo. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So, H-Town cool with Ryan taking PEDs. He's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? He cool with Canelo, David Benavidez. These Canelo fans, they hate David because David want to fight Canelo. That's they ain't gave us a real reason why they don't like David. Outside of he calling David name. He calling Canelo name. So shout out to I want H-Town. If you see H-Town, pull him up next and do me a favor. Because this is crazy. Come on, H-Town, man. He pulling up a 60-pounder? Thank you, Frank Warren. Thank you. I'm out, man.
Two-Tone El Superestrella. What's up, champ?
What's good? What is good? Canelo doing Canelo things?
Hey, man, listen. This is how the face of boxers move. What did Tank do? He brought up Lamont Roach. This is how we move. What did Canelo do? He brought up Amir Khan. What did Loma do? He brought up Guillermo Rigondeaux. He brought up Mariaga. Like, he brings up people. This is what you do. This is what you do. These guys are just upset that their favorite fighter's never in the position. You ain't upset because this is what David does. He brought up Kyrone Davis. He brought up Ronald Ellis. He brought up, Dennis Douglin. This is what the faces of boxing do, right?
Wait, so David actually brought those guys up?
What the hell are you talking about? This is your favorite fighter. You didn't know that? Can
No,
I get that movie soundbite? Wow! What the fuck?
hold on, man. No. They might have been. Were they at the weight class before, or were they
I don't know.
like?
I don't think Dennis Douglin or Tyrone Davis was at the weight class before. Nah.
Nah, Chiron was decided to move up.
Yeah,
Canelo
for an
doing
opportunity.
no, Canelo doing his things. David ain't had no power like that back then. He just
What?
PBC'ing it.
Oh, so PBC was doing it for him. The PBC was helping him move like Canelo. I mean, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Now, I'm just trying to show that everyone does it, you know. That is boxing. Honestly, man. If you really take the time to watch, like, look at what Keyshawn did. Didn't he just suck down Pedraza? And now what is he doing? He's sucking down Limons. But we going to let it go because we like the way Limons fight. And Keyshawn's not at the tippity top, so he don't get the criticism of the tippity top. But, like, they all do it. They all do it. Tank did it with Gamboa, right? Devin did it with Gamboa. Even though Tank had already fought him at 35, but, you knew what Gamboa was. It's part of boxing, yo. You got to beat up the other names. Now, I'm not saying Hamzah Sheeraz is a name. I'm saying he's known in the UK. He's no Chris Eubank, but if you offering Chris Eubank, I think they offered him $5 million, and he talking about he deserved more. A dude that's never won a world title. So you got to go to the next best UK dude. And I get it. The Johnny Thunders of the world, they want their Benavidez fight, as do you. But if that's not in the cards, that's not in the cards. And if a dude the stature of Canelo wants to fight in multiple countries and he still's got television networks that's willing to put the money up for him to, complete his dreams, ain't nothing we can say. They gonna do it with or without us. Don't watch it is the only thing you can do is answer via your pocket. Don't buy it. Don't watch it.
Yeah. I wonder what Canelo fans feel about this. How do y'all feel that your fighter is through with competition?
How do I feel that my fighter is through with competition? I mean, he's not. He just fought the next Puerto Rican great. He took a page out of Floyd's book. He took out Berlanga before he turned into Canelo. Before he turned into Cotto. That fight is going to take Berlanga to the next level, and he'll transition into the new Cotto because what he learned in that Canelo fight, just like Canelo, much like Canelo facing, Floyd, having to get that ass whooping and go back to the drawing board. But, yeah, no. He's not done with competition. He just fought a hungry Puerto Rican lion. He fought
Berlanga had no signature wins.
He fought Jaime Munguia, another Mexican warrior in the battle of, Sinaloa versus Tijuana. That was a prideful fight for his countrymen. He's far from done taking competition. He just beat Caleb Plant for undisputed.
Nello done. Nello's like, I want to fight, but I don't want to fight.
Nah, I don't see it that way at all. At all.
Why wouldn't he say, yo, best available, throw him at me?
Best available for the UK was Chris Eubank and Hamzah Sheeraz. Those are the dudes you could fill a stadium with if you're Canelo.
No casuals know them, respectfully. Nobody knows them at all.
But again, it's not casual American fans. It's supposed to be casual UK fans because he's going to the United Kingdom to put this fight on. Yeah, but let me get a counterpunch in here for a profound dreamer.
Hey, gather around TVV. That's if you're still listening. Get on down with these profound rhythms. Next up. These Canelo fans, man, they're delusional about They think Canelo is gonna return to 175. They're delusional. I think Mobili can beat Canelo at 168. Nesta.
That's a
Mobili can beat him.
horrible Australian accent, by the way. But I love it.
It needs to be horrible because that take was horrible. How I'm delusional about Canelo going to 175 to fight for the undisputed crown at 175 pounds when he's already been to 175 twice already. You act like I'm talking about Jermall Charlo going to 175. I'm talking about a guy that's already been there twice against Dimitri Bivol, who a lot of y'all seem to be calling in to pick Bivol to beat Benavidez, but you don't think he's going to return there for a shot at the undisputed crown? Nesta, we're absolutely insane, man. We're crazy, man. Man, cut it, man. Cut the nonsense. And these David Benavidez fans, I ain't no David Benavidez hater. Like, I bought David Benavidez last pay-per-view when he only sold 60,000. So where was the David Benavidez fans at? Because I bought it. I got receipts for that. David Benavidez about to get a shot at the 175 undisputed crown. He's scheduled to be the mandatory for the winner of Bivol versus Benavidez. I mean, Bivol versus Benavidez. But ain't none of y'all calling in to with excitement for the prospect of David Benavidez fighting one of these guys for the full crown undisputed of 175. Y'all don't really seem too excited about what's potentially ahead of y'all. It seems like the David Benavidez fans are pretty scared, shaking in their boots about what's ahead and the mandatory opportunity that lies ahead of them for the 175 crown. It's hilarious, man. And Two Tone, what was that you was just saying, man? I didn't have time to write you down on a notepad to get at you, but what was that you was just saying about you was saying, so you mind refreshing my memory?
How does it feel that one of your favorite fighters is done with competition?
Okay, yeah. Let me take a little sip, man, because this is a good one. Let me tell you something, Two Tone. When a guy is going through knee surgery, knee injuries, and let's run this call. You know how it goes. Knee surgeries, knee injuries, hand surgeries, wrist injuries, and he's still continuing to fight all that time. Canelo got surgery on his wrist, got surgery on his knees, and all that time he fought Triple G, John Ryder, Dimitri Bivol, while going through rehab for injuries. Name another fighter that's active today, moving like that, and tell me that Canelo was scared of competition. Name another fighter that's moving like that.
Canelo's had a great resume, probably one of the greatest resumes in boxing history. But right now, he's in his soft touch era. No?
Two Tone, answer my question. When Canelo was having knee operations, hand and wrist operations, and recovering, and couldn't train the way he wanted to, did he stop fighting? No. He couldn't make 168 because he couldn't run, so he fought at 75, and he fought Dimitri Bivol, the IBO and IBO and WBA champion. It's WBA, right? IBO and WBA champion at 175. How is he a ducking competition when he was recovering and said, I can't run, so I can't make 68, so I'm going to go up to 75 and fight that guy? How is he ducking competition? How is he in the soft touch era? Or are you in the casual boxing fan era getting to know what's really real out here?
Nah, profound. Yes, he went up there to 175, arguably cherry pick gone wrong. Bivol whooped his ass, pillar to post. After he took that ass whooping, Canelo said, yo, instead of retiring with this bum ass knee and his nasty elbow, I'll just go soft touches.
Nah. You gotta retune that take a little bit, Two Tone, because he was having the injuries before he fought Bivol. That's what people don't want to give this man credit for. And I know nut hugger. At the end of the day, if a guy is staying active like the way Canelo been staying active through injuries, he on some Kobe Bean Bryant business. You feel me? He bout that competition life. And I think if David Benavidez takes advantage of this mandatory that his fans don't seem to be too excited about coming down to shoot, if David Benavidez take advantage of this mandatory at 175 and picks up the crown at 175, Canelo was absolutely 1000% going to be knocking at his door, coming up there to fight him at 175. And Profound Dreamer always wanted that fight to take place at 175. Why? Because I see that David Benavidez, like Brandon Maurice has admitted, David Benavidez has been struggling to make that 168 weight. And I don't want to see a young, talented beast like that fight Canelo at a weight that he's struggling. I want him to be healthy and comfortable. And let's run it. Healthy and comfortable. The same way Mayweather wanted Cotto to be healthy and comfortable at 154. I want to see David Benavidez healthy and comfortable at 175 when he takes on Canelo. So cut the nonsense, man. It's Canelo nut huggers out there, right? But Profound ain't one of them. So put some respect on my name. I know about boxing. I know about what's happening in the sport. And again, like I said, Two Tone, please name me another fighter out here that's fighting through their injuries. Because what we see is a lot of guys like Jermell Charlo who faking hand injuries to duck Tim Zoo smoke. We see guys like Keith Thurman pulling up with fake bicep injuries to duck Tim Zoo when what's his name? Nah, Ness, you already know your man capping. What's his name? The short Pitbull. We see he had a torn bicep, and the man been in 2 fights already with a torn bicep, and ain't never cried about it yet. What's his name? Who fought Ryan Garcia? Oscar Duarte had a torn bicep and fought with it, and still fighting with it, and he ain't crying about it. So yeah,
Didn't
what your
both
boy
them
Thurman
dudes
cried
lose
about
though?
is fake. Who lost?
Didn't both those dudes
Thurman did.
lose? The ones that fought with the torn
Duarte?
biceps.
Yeah, but they still fought, and that's what separates them. They still fought through their injuries and lost. Canelo fought through his injuries. He took a L to Bivol, but he found a way to win against Ryder. He found a way to win against Triple G in the third fight. He still, and not only is he winning or losing, but he's remaining to stay consistent in his activity. Like David Benavidez just broke his ribs and hurt his hand and disappeared on us. He went quiet on y'all. He refused to put pressure on the WBC to force the mandatory, to force the purse bid, all because his ribs and his hands was hurting. Oh, come on, man. How you out here chasing down Duck Nello with the shotgun, but your hand and ribs hurting? You can't even lift the shotgun up to get the shots off at the Duck, man. Like, stop it, man. Like I said, Two Tone, until you can answer my question, I ain't talking no more.
To quote the great Bill Haney, champions don't wait.
All right.
That's my call, man. I'll tap back in if anybody else say something, man. Two Tone, you just got cooked, my G.
We got Counterpunch, H-Town, Jaime Nieto. Cleanly, people, did he mean clearly maybe? Clearly, people are set on hating when you clearly said this fight is not happening. They're acting like this fight is happening. Well, the thing is, Jaime, they believe that since he sent them an offer, he could send them another offer like Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant rejected 3 before accepting the 4th. H-Town, counter.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
H-Town, baby. Hey, man, these guys are delusional, man. You can't compare Tank to Canelo, man. Canelo's undisputed. You know, he's the multi-division champion. The guy's a legend already. And he's fighting the young lions, man. Is Tank fighting Abdullah Mason? No. Is he fighting Kid Austin? No. Is Bud fighting Boots? No. Is he fighting Virgil? No. No, this is what he's doing, man. He fought Munguia and Berlanga. They got 90% KO ratios, man. The guys are young stars coming up. He arguably got both of them before they become somebody huge in the sport. You know, those guys are going to be the next stars and going to be in the sport for at least 10 more years and making big fights. I mean, nobody's doing that. Only Canelo. They say it's the soft touch era, but he's fighting undefeated fighters that are 90% knockout ratios, man. And y'all keep on forgetting. Y'all act like Canelo's the big guy. Canelo's the 5'7" Mexican still taking them risks. Nobody else is doing that, Ness. Nobody in boxing. It is what it is. You know, he got David Benavidez over here, man. He, like I said, man, he could have put the pressure on it. He could have put his foot on his neck. He decided to go to 75 because he couldn't make 68 anymore. I mean, it is what it is. Tone and them are mad at what? Be mad at your boy, man. Don't be mad at Canelo. You mad at greatness. You just hating. You salty. I mean, there's nothing else to say, man. You just salty. You mad. Oh, he didn't fight him. He didn't fight him. He
No,
could have fought him, man, but he
no. I
ran.
appreciate
He left.
Canelo. I appreciate
He
Canelo.
is,
He's giving me magical nights and magical memories. But it's okay. He's in his soft touch era. It's okay.
when has your dude given us a magical moment?
Who?
Thank
David
you.
Benavidez, the Mexican
Thank
monster.
you.
David Lemieux was magical.
The
Caleb
Mexican Muppet.
Plant,
He ain't no monster. He's a Muppet. You know, that dude ain't no monster. He's a Muppet, bro.
Bro,
You tripping.
why y'all Canelo fans hate David Benavidez
One of
because he
his
wants
biggest
to fight
wins
the
is a
guy?
160-pounder named Boo Boo. Well, that's one of his biggest wins. And he's talking about Canelo bringing people up. You're tripping, man. The little
Boo Boo
Mexicans
pulled up
bringing
to the press
people up.
conference against Canelo, and Canelo ducked.
5'7" redheads bringing guys that weigh 200 pounds up. It's crazy. 200 pounds, he's bringing them up. That's wild, man. Y'all delusional. Y'all haters. It is what it is. Tank is never going to be able to be who Canelo is because he just waited too long. He's going to have to fight like 15 great fighters in a row to even have a resume like Canelo's. He can't do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to take the risk. He don't want to lose the O. Why? Because, like they said, man, y'all throw y'all fighters away. Y'all throw y'all fighters away. That's why they ain't taking no risk. I'm out, Ness.
You may
All
feel like
right.
it's your time,
All right.
but it's not
So
your
it's
time.
the soft touch era for Canelo. We remember how y'all said Berlanga and Jaime Munguia was not like that. We're not going to rewrite history. It's tapes, plenty of TBV tapes, plenty of footage.
Yeah, I never thought Jaime was a bad fighter. I just never thought he could beat Canelo, and that's the same thing. See, the issue is that these guys don't like to admit they just respect Canelo, just like we respect Tank. That's why we want to see him fight Benavidez. That's why we want to see Tank fight Shakur, because we think everyone else can't beat him. The thing is, I'm not afraid of saying that. Most guys are. They don't want to give credit. You know, as much as I love H-Town, you know, look, he called in to talk about Tank. Tank's not the topic. But everyone feels the need to deflect and shift the negativity on someone else because, you know, you going at they fighter. So it's like, yo, but Tank doing it. Tank will never be this guy. It's like, bro, this is what Canelo's doing. Let Tank do what he's doing. If it's the same, amen. But I don't know, man. We just got to learn to live with this is building a fighter. And you might not like to hear that because Canelo is already built, but this just is part of the game, bro. It's part of the game. Like, you're literally going to see it November 8th with Keyshawn Davis. It's
Yeah,
no
like
different.
in basketball terms, if LeBron could play against the Detroit Pistons and make millions and win championships by just playing them, he would do it. Same with Canelo. If I can make $30 million fighting C-level.
You broke up, champ. You there?
You hear me?
Now we do.
Yeah, if I can make $30 million fighting C-plus fighters, why wouldn't I do it?
I hear you. I hear you. Listen, no one is trying to fumble the bag. That's why Benavidez had to keep pressure on him. Like, you know it's true. Dudes sit here acting like they would still be picking the elite of the elite so that they can fumble the money and the status that they have. It's like, I don't believe you. Show me. Show me. And that's why Tank says what he says. Everybody's doing the same thing, you know. And it's true, you know. Everybody picks and chooses. Everybody picks and chooses, right? Like, everybody feels that way about Devin. He didn't fight Sandor. He fought Ryan. You know, thinking that Ryan was the easier fight. Everybody picks and chooses. I say this all the time. Ain't nobody going to fight anybody they think they could lose to. If y'all believe that, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Right. And how can you all blame, not you, but people blame the fans for not growing the sport when your favorite fighter is not trying to grow the sport? Your favorite fighters
I
like
disagree
saying,
there. I disagree there because you see what you think grows the sport and what actually grows the sport is two different things. You know, we swear the best fight and the best is going to grow the sport, but then we get the best fight and the best and people didn't even buy the fight. You know, people didn't watch the fight. But then you get Canelo Berlanga and there's parades after the fight. And the weigh-ins look like no weigh-in before it. So it's not what y'all think grows the sport. That's just what you don't get. Jaime and Canelo grew the sport together in their fight, bringing their fan bases together. Canelo and Berlanga grew the sport. We want to hope that when Benavidez gets an opportunity, he can do that, but he hasn't been doing that. He was outsold in his home state by Jaime. These are real facts. This is not discrediting him. You know, this is just the facts. He might not be ready. In terms
here's
of
the difference in those situations.
making that fight into a big fight. You know what I'm saying?
The difference in those situations is Berlanga is a great marketer. For one, he knows how to talk. I doubt that fight sells that good if Berlanga acts the same way that Jaime Munguia would have acted. Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl Spence are horrible at marketing. Tank and Ryan are great at marketing. Eddie Hearn is pissed at Better Biev because Better Biev is horrible at marketing. Eddie Hearn is pissed at Better Biev because he's messing up the bag because he doesn't talk. Better Biev says my talk is done in the ring. This 2024. So yeah, everybody has some sort of the blame.
Yeah,
Berlanga
I mean
talked that fight
everybody.
up.
You're right. Everybody got somebody to blame, but like you said there, Berlanga talked the fight up. Berlanga did the work. Benavidez thought that all he had to do was be Tony Montana. The issue with that is he didn't act like Tony Montana. He just dressed like them. Montana made motherfuckers feel his presence. You said the wrong shit, you know how he'd react. That's not what Benavidez did. Whether we think Canelo was inviting his boy to the ring or not, why the fuck not get up and go over there? Ain't this what you want?
Agree.
Because didn't Big Baby get in the ring and they had the security had to get him out? Like, I mean, these dudes don't want to put in the work. Berlanga put in the work. Berlanga put in the work.
He did.
That's it's nobody's fault. You know,
that's what
people
I'm saying,
was
but
laughing.
he got Fat Joe. Fat Joe knows marketing. Fat Joe made sure Berlanga is right there when Canelo's walking out the ring, that the cameras are going to catch Berlanga shaking Canelo's hand.
Exactly.
People hate Ryan Garcia all you want, but Ryan Garcia pressed for the Ryan fight. Shakur not pressing. I mean, Ryan pressed for the Tank fight. Shakur not pressing for no Tank fight. You're not pressing for it. You would have been on social media, the Lamont Roach fight, trash. Fight me. You could tell who really want to fight. Ryan pressed for Devin Haney. He's pressing for Terrence Crawford, pressing for Earl Spence. Hate Ryan all y'all want, but he the only one that want to smoke.
I don't know about pressing because he can really get those fights if he want. Granted, he's suspended, but you know he represents a bag. He's not pressing. When you on that Canelo, Tank, Ryan bag level, you just have your attorney send a term sheet. He's staying relevant. He's feeding his fan base. He can't fight. So how the fuck is he pressing Earl or anyone?
I'm saying if I was Earl, what's a bigger bag? Earl Fundora or Earl Ryan? And Ryan had said, you and my girl, your girl in my DMs. If I'm
happy.
Earl, I'm waiting till April.
I'm so happy this Supermax hit me up, man. Perfect example is this weekend, my brother. We got, quote unquote, the best fighting the best. 100% knockout ratio. The guy that beat Canelo. And no one cares. They just don't care. I'm going to get the Johnny Thunders of the world. Ness, you're just not a purist. You like the shit Canelo does. We do care about Bivol, but you calling in to talk about Canelo. People, it's not going to do the numbers of Canelo Berlanga. It won't. Even at $20, they not getting 650,000 people to buy that shit.
No, they not. They not.
So again, I say, cut the crap when you talk this shit about best versus best grows the sport. Canelo's ruining the sport. No, he's carrying the fucking sport. You know, Baby Joker deserves Caller of the Year because he's dropped a lot of little one-liners. And one of the best ones he said is, shout out to the walking economy. When Canelo fights, everybody makes money. Everybody. From the YouTubers to the media to the hotels in Las Vegas, the Uber drivers, in and out, the taco shops, the variety shops that sell Mexican flags and fucking balloons and confetti, the liquor stores selling Coronas and Modelos. Shout out to the walking motherfucking economy, man. Dudes are just haters. Jaime outsold your man. So there's no reason to fall into your demand.
Well, for one, who's Jaime's promoter?
You a tough fight. Fernando Beltran. Fernando Beltran, who been doing his mother effing thing for that dude. No matter what co-promotion he put Jaime in, he's still navigating that career. Still.
Who's Jaime's promoter? Oscar?
Fernando Beltran, co-promotion with Oscar, co-promotion with fucking Top Rank. Who knows right now? But that
but I would rather have David. I would rather have David with Oscar De La Hoya waving the David Benavidez flag.
And maybe you do, but this is what you gotta understand. David is trapped. I don't know if you know the story that he wanted to go to Top Rank and thought he could go to Top Rank and got sued by Samson to come his back ass back to fucking from Top Rank to Samson Promotions. He never was happy. He know that these dudes is not treating his career right, but he trapped. He the man though. He the man. He the man. He could certainly put his foot down and say, look, if you ain't letting me out my contract, we need to do a co-promotion with another promoter. But he's loyal to his peoples. He's waiting. He's seen Charlo wait 15 years and get the Canelo fight. He's seen Jacobs wait less than that and get the Canelo fight, and Laura get the Canelo fight, and he's seen Errol Spence, after accidents, be in contracts for Canelo. So maybe he believes in Al. And keep in mind, y'all keep blaming Canelo and not Benavidez. Keep in mind, he's been making millions of dollars since 21. Maybe he's just loyal to Al. Maybe he refuses to get upset that Al is failing him.
Bro, at Blue Wire, you interviewed Jose Benavidez Sr. when y'all mentioned Al. What did he say?
That he love Al and that they got a 3-fight deal for PBC fighters only. And that he said they gonna finish their career with Al.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, thou shalt not slant Al. You can't.
So Al didn't help them on a different level, like I said.
And maybe he did, but he ain't help him get the fight that his son want. And maybe that's why him and his son ain't got the right relationship no more. That's the rumor on the curb, right?
Yeah.
They got Fareed training him, and one in Seattle, one in Miami. So something's up, you know? There's no way David is happy. Listen, there's no way David is happy. If I'm David, I feel like Shakur felt when Devin went over there. I feel like I'm the dude from Belly. You telling me I've been in this division, the only name in the division since the motherfucker started. You let Canelo come. You give him the plant fight. I don't get the fight. You sign him to a deal. You got Charlo. You got Earl on the contract. I'm not on the contract. Then, for years, I've been hearing this across the street. Canelo come to my side, and you bring Berlanga and Jaime on my side. I would be mad at Al. These fans just don't want to keep it real. I would be mad at Al. There was a time when people used to call this channel the PBC shill. All you do is talk about Al. You celebrate Al when he's doing things right. Right now, y'all need to be blaming Al. How the fuck is David with Al and he ain't get this fight? And he ain't even get an equally big fight. Like, damn, you can't get him Canelo. Get him something else then. Put him on. You gave Earl Mikey. Nobody expected that. You made some magic happen there and turned Earl into a star. You tell me you can't find nobody for David. The best you could do is Tyrone Davis. Dennis Mama's boy Douglas. Anthony Hot Shit Durrell. Come on, man. Blame Al. You fans are mad at Canelo. Blame Al. Where is the contract from Al making him an offer he can't refuse?
But it don't help that Canelo not showing no energy for the fight.
I mean, why do I need to show energy if the offer ain't right? You make me interested. You're Al Heyman, the great Al Heyman. Hey, Ness, do me a favor, Ness. What's up? Tell me all the big fights. Don't they include Al? Oh, why? Then shut the fuck up. Well, I'm still talking because the big fight with David Benavidez don't include motherfucking Al. He been with Al from the beginning. Oh, let me run down the list of names where Al got the big fight. Laura got the big fight. Jacobs got the big fight. Guess who? Leo Santa Cruz got the big fight. So much so he named his firstborn child Al. He got the big fight. Y'all laughing at him for getting knocked out. He got that Tank fight, though. He knocked out just like Scroogeman Jock, landed in a motherfucking pile of money. I mean, let's be real. Al failed David and Gary Russell. There's probably a few other fighters there. No one bats 100. No one is 100%. And y'all gonna see Saturday when Bivol beat Better Beef. No one is 100%. Yeah, Al's done great, but he's failed David. He's failed David. This is Al Heyman's job. Why is Keith Conley so great? Because he got Hitchison Richards a title shot. Why is Keith Conley so great? Because he got Edgar Berlanga a unification shot with the face of boxing. Like, what are we talking about? Why is Keith Conley so great? Because he got Adam Kovnacki back on TV after 2 back-to-back losses to Robert Helenius. Never won a world title. He chilling right now. All the money he made for losing. Jacobs. How much money he made when Keith Conley went against Al? When Al said, no, PBC, form like Voltron. We all leaving. And Keith Conley said, you do it better than me, Sean. I love the way you do it. Do that. Do that soundbite. Keith Conley said, no, we stand right the fuck here. HBO got a 6-fight deal for Daniel Jacobs. Hold up. Matchroom showing interest. Hold up. I'm driving this car, Al. You just an advisor. You advise. I'm going to manage this motherfucking career. And what Jacobs got? A Canelo fight. A Triple G fight. It's Al. Blame Al. We could make a hashtag that says blame Bob, but God forbid you say blame Al. No, Ness, you tearing down the black man. Tearing down the black man. But let's kick that Jew Bob in the back, huh? Now, let's blame Bob. He ain't give us the fight. Let's blame Bob. It's Bob's fault. Blame Bob, Terrence. Blame Bob, Terrence. Come on, Terrence. You ain't get the fight. Blame Bob. But we refuse to tell the truth. Let's blame Al. I know Gary Russell blaming Al. He never got the Tank fight. He never got the Leo Santa Cruz fight.
Al has some culpability, but we also have to admit Canelo don't want to fight the best.
No. Keep that same energy. You every time we talk Devin, you talking about, they got to take responsibility. Well, tell Al take responsibility.
He do.
You got the Mexican monster. Stephen A. Smith gave this man so much clout. Mike Tyson gave this man so much clout. You telling me Al Heyman, they gave him an alley-oop and he ain't want to dump? But it's Canelo fault that David Benavidez ain't a star. No, it's Al fault. He handicapped him. Giving him shit fights with Ronald Ellis and Mama's Boy. And I love Tyrone, but Tyrone Davis, what does that do for the profile? Anthony Durrell, What is you doing for his profile? Didn't he even fight Yeardom? Porky Medina.
So he don't. So
that motherfucker resume tastes like a Chinese buffet in the hood. Fuck out of here. Who? You an owl? He brought up Andre too. You laughing at Shiraz? What fucking weight did Andre start? You motherfuckers act like you don't know boxing when it comes to Canelo.
Our last 3 out of our last 4 fights is about to be lit, bro.
Man, Andre was a 54-pounder winning vacant titles every chance he got.
Bro, y'all the one that told Benavidez to fight Andre.
Come on, man. Hey, listen to me. He brought him up. No,
because Canelo, David said, okay, I'm going to do what Canelo says, and he did it. You can't knock Canelo, David, for doing what he say?
Only Canelo and Tank bring him up. I get what y'all do. Y'all block out the truth. Keyshawn ain't sucking down 2 back-to-back fighters. Y'all block out the truth.
The truth, Canelo won $200 million.
No, the truth is he deserves it. If Fury got it for that bullshit-ass loss.
Not knocking that at all. Not knocking that at all. Canelo's did a lot for the sport. But the truth is, he don't want to fight the Mexican monster for that 30 million he fight Edgar for.
Al failed them, man. Al failed them. Y'all gotta wake up and smell the coffee, man.
And it's a such thing as being loyal to a fault.
Al
you can be too loyal. You can be too loyal. I don't know what's going on with David. The man in the Miami Skyrise, the man got Lambos. Wraiths, Bentleys, I don't know.
He had the Lambo, and it's like I said, don't nobody want to fuck up the bag. You getting Lambos for beating up Dennis Douglas. You getting Lambos for beating up Porky Medina. You going to the Maldives. You living that life. You dressing like fucking Tony Montana. Y'all capping like this what he want. If this what he wanted, he'd have stepped on his mother. If he would have stood on his two. He could buy himself out. You telling me he got money for Lamborghinis and vacations, but he can't buy himself out of contract like Andy did? It only cost Andy $800,000. We doing interviews.
The man do all that. But there's a guy named Canelo who don't want to fight.
We doing interviews talking about we buying real estate, but we can't buy a contract out. We can't shake Samson, who ain't doing what he need to be doing clearly. We can't shake Samson. We can't shake Samson, who seem to be saying the wrong things in the media all the time, fucking up the fight for us.
So you mean to tell me?
No, you mean to tell me he trapped? Is he trapped? Do they work for him or do he work for them?
I don't know.
Because he gonna be the first.
Y'all gotta educate me on this because I thought the promoter worked for the fighter.
He would be the first. He would be the first fighter I know that worked for them. Usually the fighters are 1099. They work for the motherfucking fighter. So I don't know what's going on.
Gil, nobody getting cooked. That nigga Canelo don't want to fight. He the A side, right?
He don't want to fight.
You supposed to fight the best, right?
No, man. No. Al Heyman's supposed to send a term sheet that will make Canelo want to sign the fight. That's what's supposed to happen.
Okay, so there's 2 things working against David. His own promoter working against him and Canelo.
Only Eddie gets hate. Why? Because he white. So Eddie dropped the bag. Eddie dropped the bag. He ain't get Boots to fight. Eddie dropped the bag. Eddie doing a bad job for Boots. Eddie doing a bad job. Burn with her. Al. You ain't getting done foul with Al. That ain't what's happening with Benavidez right now. All this hate. He should be receiving love, but he getting hate.
I'm not no boo-boo the fool. That man, Canelo do not want to fight no David Benavidez. He don't have no energy for it. I'm not gonna give that. Okay, we gonna cook Al, but we ain't giving Canelo no damn pass. Hell no.
No, don't give the man a pass who undisputed. Give the man who's
you're not giving Canelo no pass. The man's the best fight the best.
Don't give him a pass. Listen to me. Don't give the dude the undisputed and unified multiple divisions a pass. Fuck no. Get a dude who's interim undisputed. What is he again? 3-time.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, bro.
3-time trophy case winner.
That man Canelo don't want to fight.
Come on, man.
Canelo can fight anybody in this planet. Canelo can call you right now, Ness, and say, yo, I'm fighting you at Border Wars in Tucson, February 22nd.
Benavidez could call anybody but Canelo, and that's what he do. He calls guys like Boo Boo Andre
Nah,
to
bro.
come
He
up.
don't want to fight, bro.
Dennis
He don't
Dublin
want to
to
fight,
come
bro.
up. You know, he
So
calls
Shiny Suits,
Canelo
y'all
sparring
call
partner
me.
Ronald Ellis. He's like, yo, I want to fight Canelo sparring partner Ronald Ellis.
Nah, you capping, bro. Canelo and Al Heyman, they got something to do with it,
You
bro.
never checked his resume?
Who?
Benavidez.
Yeah, I checked it. The man want to fight Canelo.
Yeah, Ronald Ellis is a former Canelo sparring partner.
Yeah, Canelo don't want to fight David.
Should we give Al Heyman the Manager of the Year award or Advisor of the Year in 2020 when he got David Benavidez, Romero, Angulo?
Canelo don't get no pass. When Canelo's
let me
beautiful career,
Let me
he's
ask you.
had a beautiful career.
When David was a world champion, and Al was like, "Yo, Dave, we gonna make you do a voluntary defense versus Romero, Alexis Angulo." Why he ain't be like, "Nah, I ain't fighting that dude, man. Fuck wrong with you, Al? You trying to fuck up my career?" Why you think he ain't say no? Because he just took the $1 million, bought another motherfucking Lambo, right? He fought Romero and just went on another vacation, right? He ain't say no. Hello, are you there? Did you freeze up? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh, well, why?
All I know is Canelo don't want to fight David, and just like my man DC3 said, hold on.
No.
Canelo has trained his fan base to hate David.
How'd it sound? Look, I'm a champ. Check this out. I'm a champ. I beat Darrell. Now Al's like, yo, please, for the team, do this voluntary versus Romero. Cool. I don't take it serious because guess what? Fuck, it's Romero. So I lose my belt, right? That's cool. Fuck it. Everybody does that. Tank did that. Fuck it. I lose my belt. But check it. Then Al's like, yo, I got some shit for you. What you got, Al? What you got? Tyrone Davis. We gonna bring him up, fams. You want him? Hell yeah. That's right after Angulo. Then after that, he's chilling now. He's in the drop top Lamborghini. The hard top one is in the garage. Al hits him up again. He's like, yo, guess what? What up, big dog? What up, Al? He's like, yo, you need another Lambo? Like hell I do. Hey, we gonna dig up David Lemieux. He started at 54 too. He actually got knocked out by Josine Alcine. Don't nobody know that. Shh. We just gonna act like he tough because he been in the fight with Gennady, all right? Bet. Get you that other Lambo. This one, make it Louis Vuitton interior. Okay. Cool. Then we finally fight Plant. But then we go right back down to getting people from another division in Andre, right? Right? And then what? We fighting a dude that's been retired? But we gonna say, yo, that's Better Beef's biggest name. That's Better Beef's biggest name. But you know what Better Beef did? Better Beef retired that motherfucker.
Sad.
No. Truth.
No.
Truth.
Sad. Truth is Canelo said I won't fight a Mexican. He fought Jaime Munguia. Truth is he fought a C-level fighter, Edgar Berlanga. That is the truth. Truth is he fought a punk-ass nigga named John Ryder. That is the truth. The truth is he brought up a 154-pounder in Jermell Hennessy Hypnotic Charlo. That's the fucking truth. The truth is yo nigga Canelo don't want the fade. He the A-side, he the face. That's the truth.
Listen, the truth is if Edgar's a C-level fighter, David fought a D-level fighter in Angulo because Edgar beat Angulo. I'll get to callers, man, because you getting cooked.
I don't care about none of that.
You getting cooked.
I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Today, Canelo don't want to run the fade with David Benavidez.
I don't care about none of that. Today, Al Heyman ain't never going to send a contract to your boy David Benavidez. He trapped. Hey, yo, Al Heyman got him in a loop of Saul. He's just trapped in a death machine that he ain't never getting out of. He just got to work for Al. That's it. DC3, $2. Here come Canelo Sicarios. That was dope. Hey, we got Supermax. You need to contact Jerome. He got his book in hand, sent me a picture of it. But in the meantime, in between time, we do need a chubby weight heavyweight. What does that mean, a chubby weight heavyweight? Well, if you're 5'2", 4'10", if you're 4'10" to 5'10", and you weigh 220 to 320, you're a chubby weight. and Supermex would like to fight you. So send some footage if you want to get in the ring and swing against the very popular Super Mexicano. We got a $10 extra call debt from Profound Dreamer. And welcome to the contender level. Actually, fellas, just in case I don't do a betting show because I know I've been horrible, I did already do a very good parlay that's paying well. I'm going to upload it to Patreon and to members so you can copy my parlay. I feel confident in it. I'm going to get it out tonight, hopefully, because you certainly got to pick some of the fights from tomorrow. Tevin Smith, $5. Canelo has earned the right to fight whomever he wants. After he drops them belts, then I'm fine with him resuming his European bum-bashing tour. See what I'm saying? So it's a bum-bash tour, but when Callum had a belt, David never fought him. I wonder why. I wonder why he couldn't ask Al, can you get me that fight, Al? Because Al didn't want to get him the in-house Keller Plant fight either. I'm telling you, it's blame Al, but you guys refuse. That's why Tip hasn't called in. There's nothing you can say. It's blame Al. Al gave him Plant after a loss instead of Al giving him Plant undefeated for a unification. Al has been holding him back. But you're going to get all these Canelo haters that call it, oh, you're blaming Al. All Canelo got to do is fight him. Al's holding your man back. Lil Zoo to $2. Now it's about picking bums to maintain status. Shaking my head. H-Town, $2. Tone, you can't cherry emoji, pick emoji, champs at a larger weight class. H-Town, $5. How Jose Benavidez Sr. get Pacheco in position for Canelo and he didn't get David the fight? Laugh out loud emoji. Shout out to Sr. playing his role for Nello payday. Laugh out loud emoji. H-Town back with another 2. Jose Sr. will get Canelo payday before David. 3 laughing out loud emojis. Jerry Soriano, Yolanda, $2. Nobody paying Canelo $200 million. Al said, next. Yeah, no, let's just pay Fury that amount for a fight that didn't sell. I bet you Canelo and David sells more than Fury Usyk. Should we do a poll? Brandon Lenz? Should we do a poll? What fight the fans want more? But somehow we say Canelo is cherry picking because he wants what Usyk and Fury got. Let's not forget to say Mayweather too. DC3, $2. Al can't force Nello to fight him, Ness. You know that. No, Al could make an offer that Nello can't refuse. It's called dinero. Remember that time when the world thought Floyd was scared of Pacquiao? You remember that time? You remember that time they used to make little buckets of KFC chicken and put Floyd's face on it and call him Chicken Runner? Remember that time? And then what happened? The money was right? And the fight happened, right? Oh, why? Jaime Nieto, you on fire right now, Ness. Keep schooling, big dog. You got it, champ. H-Town, $2. Hit the like button. Salute to H-Town. Jaime Nieto, another 5. He said, David has culpability as well because he's comfortable with his team and promoter that aren't doing their jobs, and he's allowing it. Mad Bent, $100. $2. Daily Dose of Tanquil. How to get rid of Roach. Call Tanknician. Jaime Nieto, 5 more. Tell me why David had no energy to unify once until Canelo got to the division. Because he became the cash cow. Once the cash cow gets there, you get motivated. You know how that goes. We got Mr. Lenz ready to cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river.
Man, I was actually ready to call a truce with Canelo fans, and I really was. I saw this news, and I'm like, man, the fight just not gonna happen. So, but then I get Ness on here today, randomly bringing up Dennis Duggan for what? David fought him in 2016. Why are you even bringing that up? He wasn't even a champion at the time. Why are you bringing that fight up? I'm lost.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he fought him in 2016. Why the fuck are you talking about Dennis Duggan?
I'm bringing that
dude
fight
was
up.
like literally 19 years old.
I'm bringing that fight up.
2 years before he fought, 2 years before Douglas fought Benavidez, he was fighting George Groves, a champion.
I'm bringing
So,
that
like,
fight up purposely to show that David Benavidez has the same trajectory as Canelo. He's been bringing fighters
what do
up.
you mean?
He's been bringing
Do you,
fighters up.
why? That's another lie, Ness. You know Dennis Duggan been fighting at he was fighting at 168 in 2014.
Has he not fought at 54?
Bruh, go look at his box record. You tell me when the last time Dennis Duggan fought at 154.
Has he not fought at 54?
Because you lied to your audience.
Has he not fought at 54?
You were lying to your audience.
Was he not fighting at 54 before he fought David?
Bruh, in this 2013, the man was fighting at 170.
Was he not? If I pull up his resume, because you're gonna make me waste
pull it
time.
Up.
If I
pull
up his resume, will it show that
then
he
you
fought
talk about
at 54?
Kyron Davis. Why you bringing up Kyron Davis? You know Kyron Davis was a last-minute replacement for Uskadagi, who tested positive.
Another 54-pounder. Another 54-pounder. But somehow y'all call in and say, oh, Canelo.
What do you mean 54-pounder?
Oh,
the fight before he fought David, he weighed 170.
God. Oh, my God.
Then he fought then the fight before that, he weighed 166. Why you keep lying?
So
how many fights before he not a 154-pounder no more?
So I haven't
because he weighed 170.
Hold on. So
in the fight before he fought David.
Been interviewing Kyron Davis. I haven't been going with him to camp with Broner. I don't know that he sparred little
How many
old
fights
Broner.
you need a division before you? How many fights you need a division before you actually can fight at the division, bro?
Are you telling us Kyron?
Because he fought Anthony Durrell before he fought.
Are you telling us Kyron never fought at 60?
Man, listen. How many fights? Okay, before he fought David,
did he not
he had
have
2
to be
fights in
moved
168? Did he not?
Did he not?
So
fight,
why you lying?
Did he not fight Marcos Hernandez?
How many fights
at
you
54?
need at the division? Okay, so
did he not fight at 54?
So how many fights did Jermell Charlo have at 168 before he fought Canelo? How many?
None.
Because Kyron had 2 more than he had.
None.
Okay, Kyron had 2.
My dude, you can defend it all you want. He brought him up.
I'm not defending it because you're lying. Why you lying? Why you lying to the audience, man?
He brought him up. What division does Kyron
How you bring
fight
up a person who weighed 170 to fight before you? How is that bringing somebody up?
What division does Kyron fight at right now?
How you bringing somebody up who weighs 170 to fight before you?
What division does Kyron hold the belt at? What division does Kyron hold the belt at right now?
I don't give a fuck what he got after he fought David. I'm talking about the fight before he fought him. He weighed 170.
What division did Kyron say?
In the fight before he weighed 170, he fought Durrell at 168.
What division did Kyron say he's too small for? What division
I
did
don't care
Kyron
what that
say
is.
he
That ain't
only
got
took
nothing
the
to do with
fight
the time he fought
because
David,
it was
bro.
an opportunity on short notice?
That ain't got shit to do with the time he fought David.
All right.
That ain't got nothing to do with that. Because you making shit up. How you can fight a man who weighed 170 to fight before you that's bringing somebody up? And then the fight before that, he fought Durrell at 168. How's that bringing somebody up?
Did
2 fights.
Did Kyron not lose to the late Patrick Day at 54?
I don't know. That ain't got shit to do with when he fought David.
Of course you don't know because you don't want to tell the truth and
How
say
many
that
fights,
he brought him up.
How many fights Triple G had at 168 before he fought Canelo? How many fights Triple G had? How many fights Triple G had at 168?
I'm going to let you go, Brandon, because you don't want to tell the truth.
Oh, I don't want to tell the truth. You've been lying the whole show.
No, I'm using BoxRec. I'm using
BoxRec. Bro, go look at
I gotta
record and tell me when he fought at
I got to go. On BoxRec, and I watch these fights, and I've been interviewing Kyron his entire career. I'm talking my entire career. You can see me interviewing Kyron in Danny Garcia's gym in the 2nd floor in Philadelphia, and a little Boots Ennis in the back getting no airtime from me. Just training. I've been interviewing Kyron. This man wants to lie. I don't got time for lies. I could count maybe 12 fights at fucking 54 with Kyron. This dude just wants to lie. I don't got time for that. You know? You don't want to admit it. He brought him up. You don't want to admit it. If Kyron was at 68, he'd be at 68. He's at 60. His biggest win is at 60. His career has been at 60. He was brought up. But it's only cool to say it when Canelo do it. Nobody gonna sit around and just hear you lie and cry. We gonna have a conversation. We gotta tell the truth. Kyron was brought up. Ronald Ellis is a career sparring partner. He ain't even fall in the category of journeyman yet. We gotta blame Al. Al gave him these fights. Al gave him Romero Angulo. Al gave him J. Leon Love, another 54-pounder. But y'all want to say only Canelo brings guys up. Well, not today. You're going to get hung up on if you lie or don't acknowledge that David equally has brought up about 5 fucking fighters. 5. And he's not Canelo. He never unified. He never undisputed. He just moved up a division. So you either tell the truth or don't call into the show. I was going to you, Jay Will, but I got a counterpunch from Profound Dreamer. Profound.
Hey, gather around TBV. That's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. I'm coming in, Ness.
Clean.
All right, Two-Tone, you still in the building, baby?
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so Ness, ain't it crazy? Like, we done been in the sport of boxing for so long. Like, I've been watching this sport for 24 years now. And I ain't been a hardcore this whole time, as I always say. You know, I recently came back after Spence for you guys. But ain't it crazy? Because, like, back in 2012, 2013, when PBC first started, 2014, we knew to, like, put some of this blame on Al Heyman because he's the man in charge over there. If you're going to put Errol Spence on a contract to fight Canelo, but Canelo finally comes to do business with y'all long term, and you don't put David on a contract, we would have known to put some of that blame on Al Heyman. But it's like these new fans today, they don't even know. So it's like two-tone. Like, I ain't even trying to cook you. I know I said that on the end of my last call, but it's like you could have your opinions, but y'all gotta be willing to learn, bruh. Like DC3, you could call me any type of names you want, homie. It's cool. Cause I just know you just don't know. So I'm not gonna make you face consequences for just not knowing. But like y'all gotta be willing to learn. Like I said, I bought David Benavidez pay-per-views. I'm not a hater. I wanna see the fight. I'm not a hater. I want David to be at his best when he fight Canelo. I'm not a hater. I don't want David to be struggling, suffering to make weight when he go to fight Canelo. I want him to fight him at 75 because I think David could step on Canelo at 75. You know what I'm saying? But my thing was David got to make his own legacy outside of sticking at 68, struggling and begging for a Canelo fight. Like, bro, you still a man at the end of the day. Like, I would never be out here on a job trying to build my reputation off of what another man ain't doing for me. I'm going to step out and make my own lane. That's what we all would do in real life. So in boxing, why we not treating it the same way? It's like, look, man, y'all just got to be willing to learn. Two-tone, man. You could support your guy, but like, why y'all not willing to learn the facts? Like, Next is kicking facts. Like, you just gonna blame and cry about Canelo, cool, but you don't never want to see your guy achieve and accomplish nothing else outside of 68. You ain't mad he ain't forced a purse bid? You ain't mad he
Man,
ain't stepping
I
to
ain't mad
Al
on them
office?
food
Like,
stamps, man. We fighting David Morrell. We had to force that fight. We the reason that fight got done.
yeah. Nah, run my call. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Talk about that morale stuff because David's stepping on dudes who he gonna have to step on anyway at 75. So I'm glad he fighting Morrell to show dudes like I'm like that, even coming off of rib and hand injuries. But guess what? He gotta go get that 75 crown. So while y'all crying about what Canelo ain't do for David, cry about what David about to accomplish going up against the winner of B-Ball Beterbiev. Where y'all at for that? Why y'all not more excited or cheering on your man that he about to get this mandatory opportunity to fight for the crown at 175? I don't hear none of y'all talking about that. Y'all rather call me a clown. Y'all rather tell Ness that he bringing up facts, but the facts don't matter. Like, yo, use y'all energy to support y'all guy instead of being mad. That's all I'm saying, yo. That's my call, man. Peace.
All right. It's funny that this guy is sending me shit like none of like yo, you're literally texting me saying Kyrone, Douglas, and Lemieux before fighting Benavidez. It don't matter. Kyrone, Douglas, and Lemieux all fought at 54 though. Like that's all that matters. Like that's all that matters. Like, you know, I don't get anything else you're trying to say. It's the same thing. He's bringing dudes up. They all doing the same, but only some get the blame. DC3 $2. Profound Dreamer is becoming the face of Nello fans. Gavin Goins $5. Ness says David fans always bring up Canelo, yet he turned a Canelo show into a poop in David show. No, that's desperate crybaby. You know, David fans calling in to turn it into a David crying thing. DC3 Counterpunch. What up?
What's the deal, Ness and Tom?
What up?
What up?
I heard the new guy call my name, so you know I had to look profile, man. You know, like, you know, you new here, bro. So, you know, we all was happy that, you know, of course we wanted him to stay there. We blame David for you knew, bro. So if you a couple of months when he decided to you know, go to 75, we was all mad at him that he didn't force the WBC hand. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all giving him a pass already.
Ness, no, we not. Ness, stop doing it. Like you don't remember you remember the day we was all mad, like, bro, you should have stayed there. You feel me? You should have stayed there and forced the hand. We was mad at him for that. But who's to say Canelo still gonna give him the fight? You hear me? So look, Profile, man, I see it's clear as day you the face of the Canelo fans. And you know, you new here, you hear me? We all been saying we happy David decided to go fight the Benavidez or the Bivol or in the Morels of the world. We happy he moving around, but you know, Canelo gonna give him that check. Them other guys not gonna present that check that he gonna get or that sack he gonna get if he fight them. Canelo the face of boxing. So if I was him, I still would be chasing the fight. Like I always say, David team is dropping the ball, and we could blame Al out. We can't blame Al, because who's to say that Al ain't never asked Canelo about David? We don't know that. We ain't in them rooms. We can't make these accusations and say, "Oh, Al." We don't know that. Al.
Why can't we?
Nah,
Al has gotten the fight.
We can't.
Al has gotten the fight for everybody except David. Al has gotten the fight for everybody except David. That is his job. That is his job. That's his job.
What Bob Arum said. Oh, if I had Canelo, he's the face of boxing. Bro, he's the face, bro. So you're gonna let him move how he want. He might be keeping the lights on.
That's his job. That's his
he's
job.
The face, Ness.
That's
but
his
we don't
job.
know that, Ness. You can't say that.
So basically, you saying Canelo's the face, so Al ain't gonna fuck with him. Al ain't gonna ruffle the feathers.
We don't know that though.
So
Ness.
you still saying the same thing I'm saying? You saying blame Al? That Al don't want to fucking ruin the Canelo
Ness, you don't know.
No, that's your hypothetical. That's your hypothetical. That's your hypothetical. You just made that up.
So Al can put a gun to David's head and make him fight Canelo. I mean, put a gun to Canelo's head and make him fight David.
No, he can put together. He can put together the right offer. He can put together the right offer. He can put together the right offer the same way they put together the right offer for fucking Mayweather.
You can't do that, Ness.
That's not what Al did for Mayweather. So that's not what Al did for Mayweather. So that's not what Al did for Mayweather. So it's not what Al did for Mayweather. That's why he wasn't flaunting that $100 million check. Oh, okay, my bad.
That's why.
Okay, he just don't want David to have $100 million check. Okay.
Why wouldn't he want that, Ness?
Okay.
How we know he Ness? You can't say that. That's allegedly. We don't know that.
Okay. Well, I mean, David been signed to him. David been signed to him his whole career. He ain't get him the fight, and he ain't get him the Caleb Plant fight either.
And
remember?
How you know Al ain't holler Canelo about it?
Remember?
How you know Al ain't holler Canelo about it? Ness,
Remember?
You can't say that, Ness.
Listen. So you want to make it about Canelo? Cool. I'm gonna give you free time right now. So
You
why?
may feel like
Let
it's
me
your
turn this
time.
off. So why Al said, "Fuck you, David. You not getting undefeated plant. You not gonna unify." That's for Canelo. What's your excuse there?
I ain't hear you say it again.
What's your excuse there?
I didn't hear you say it again.
No, you heard me. You know you heard me. Why didn't Al
Hey, look. Hey,
give
look.
David
Hey, look.
Keller
Hey,
plant?
look. We don't know why he didn't.
Because
We
he's
gotta
failing them. You
ask
get
Al that.
done
We
foul
gotta
with
ask
Al.
Ness.
You
I
get done
said that, Ness.
foul
I said
with
Al
Al.
team. But bro, hey, look. Let me tell you something, man. That's not the truth. And this the guy who made up that slope, man, bro. Look, let me tell you something,
That
bro.
is the truth.
Al,
Only certain
Ness, that's not
fighters,
Al though.
only certain
Let me ask
fighters
you a
got
question.
favor
Let me
with
ask you
Al.
a question.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I let
Is
you
that
stay
like Al?
longer. I let you stay longer to answer
Hey,
my question.
count me.
All
Count
right.
me. Hey, look, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna ask you this one question and I'm out. I'm out. Does that sound like Al to not get his guys the big fight? When he's known to get his guys the big fight.
I
It's
mean,
a yes or no question.
I gotta
It's a
answer.
yes or no question.
Yeah, I
Man.
gotta ask this guy something. Yo, how long has David been a pro?
Ness, it's a yes or no question. I'm
No,
not Ness. I
no,
don't want to.
I'm gonna
Ness, it's
answer
a
it with
yes or no
yes or
question.
no.
Ness.
I'm gonna
No,
answer it
bro,
with
Ness.
yes or no
See,
only.
look, bro, we can't do this, Ness, because we know
Let me
that
see.
Al
I'll get
asked
that
Canelo.
answer. I'll get that answer. So he
We
turned.
know.
Did he
We,
turn
we know
pro?
we know that
Okay.
Al asked Canelo. We know
Okay.
that
He's
Al
been
asked
pro.
Canelo by David.
He's been pro since
Canelo don't want to fight.
2013. So he got
Canelo
11
don't want to fight.
years. Yeah. No. The answer. What was the question again?
I say, does that sound like Al to not get his guys the big fight?
Yeah. It sounds like Al because he's been with Al since 2013. He's got 11 years. He didn't get no big fight.
That's cap, Ness. That's cap.
He didn't get
Hey,
no big
look.
fight.
Hey, look, Ness. Look, let me tell you something, bro. We know dang well Al asked Canelo about David. I know for a fact they gonna fight. But Canelo want David to go to 75, have 2 or 3 fights, and bring him back down to 68. I've been saying that's what Canelo want to do. Canelo was surprised that Berlanga was 200 pounds. That probably surprised him. So he gonna do David. The fight gonna happen. But let's stop the 8 times of the world and the profound dreamers from making it seem like Tank the only guy that does this. When Canelo did it. Shout out to Frank Warren, man. Even though this old, you know what I'm saying? It's still good news. It's a Canelo show. But you know, this like I said it though. Samson is failing David. David ain't doing enough interviews.
Nah,
Why
we
the
ain't
fuck is
gonna
David
just
on the
blame
back?
Samson. That's Al Heyman for it.
Hey man,
You hear
look,
Samson
man,
how
it
he
ain't
walk.
Al.
You
It ain't
hear
Al.
you hear
It
how
ain't
Samson
Al.
talk. All he do is be scared of Al. He be scared of Al.
How we gonna blame Al when we ask David about Al and they praise him?
No, because they not allowed to say nothing else. They get he gonna get
So
shelved.
what hey what was Deontay Wilder doing? He was bad to Al.
He went against the grain. He went against the grain.
Okay then, he wouldn't. So what makes you think that, man? Let me tell you something, bro. Canelo scared to duck the dude. You hear me? I mean, Canelo scared to fight the dude, and you know that. Come on, man. Let's stop this. Let's stop this, man. Like I said earlier, Canelo fans hate David because he want to fight Canelo. That's the only reason they don't like him. They can't give us they start calling dude a cold head and all that. That ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We don't want to hear that. So we can speak about Canelo on the talking about the mediate. What is it called? Congruent. We can talk about that. But we don't care about
Facts.
that. I'm out, man.
Yeah.
You may feel like
Just
it's
like
your
I
time.
said,
But
the
it's
same
not
way
your time.
Nicki Minaj
My man want to talk about
weaponizes.
Combuterol and not talk about cocaine use. Like, come on, dog. Let's not talk about anybody's skeletons. Let's leave them in the closet. Let's not talk about anybody's skeletons. Y'all silly as hell. Let's not talk about anybody's resume because y'all resume dog shit. Let's not talk about anybody ducking because your own manager ain't getting you to fight. Why the fuck you ain't get the plant
Resume
fight?
definitely not dog
Why
shit.
you ain't get the plant fight?
Resume definitely not dog shit.
Oh,
And
he got
the same
leftovers,
way
right?
Nicki Minaj.
Ain't that what fans say?
Beyonce and Nicki Minaj weaponized their fan bases. The Beehive and the Barbs. Canelo, he weaponizes the Nellosexuals.
I don't know what you talking about. All I know is David been with that dude 11 years, and he ain't get him a big fight. He literally said, no, my son, you can't get your Caleb Nemesis fight until after we allow him to lose to Canelo, because we must sacrifice your Nemesis to Canelo in order to get in bed with him. And we're going to sacrifice your legacy for that too.
No,
you guys
okay,
just
so
refuse to admit.
based off your logic, based off your logic, you said majority of the time Al Heyman gets the fight of the big fight, right?
Yep.
So you mean to tell me, based off that logic and the history, you mean to tell me you don't think at all David's name was not on any of those contracts?
No.
And Canelo's, hold on. And Canelo said, get that nigga name off the contract.
You don't got to keep going. I said no. The other hypothetical sounds better. Al needs Canelo on the contract with fights that he knows Canelo can win, so that he can keep getting money from Prime, so that he can give life to PBC that doesn't have dates. Without Canelo and just Tank, why the fuck would Prime give you dozens of dates?
Hold on. So are you saying that Canelo David Benavidez isn't a big payday for Amazon Prime?
I'm saying if you can guarantee 3 Canelo fights, you get a bigger deal from Amazon Prime. If you put Canelo in,
okay. So you know that, yeah, you've already said it before. You know David would have whooped that ass and blew the bag.
I know that Al Heyman believes David will beat Canelo, and that's why Al Heyman isn't giving David the fight, because Al Heyman doesn't want David to ruin Al Heyman's plans with Canelo. Blame Al. Blame Al. Jay Will, again, I'm sorry, my friend, Profound Dreamer with the counter.
Ain't nobody heard behind the truth behind David. I'm nobody's fan, but I'm gonna call it what it is. Canelo don't want that fade. Facts.
Sure.
He don't want the fade. These is facts.
Sure. Profound, you there?
Gather around TBV, that's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. Listen up, DC3, man, my guy. I get it. You might have been listening to TBV longer than me, but I've been in boxing, like I said, a long time. Been watching this for a long time, man. But see, this is what it comes down to, Nez. We can't even put blame on Al Heyman with these guys because they don't. Because Al Heyman's plans, it worked. It worked. Remember in the Muhammad Ali act when these fighters, when Totone asks, "Oh, do the promoters work for the fighters or do the fighters work for the promoters?" And you got to answer that question. And what's the answer all the time?
Yeah, what is it? I need to know. Educate me.
Right. The answer is the promoter work for the fighter, right? But guess what? Who the advisor work for? Do the advisor work for the fighter or do the fighter work for the advisor? Because last time I checked, the advisor ain't covered in the Muhammad Ali Act.
Hey, yo, how do I work? Wait a minute. How does the advisor...
These niggas profound?
No, this sounds silly. Think about it. How does the advisor, right, not work for the person he's advising? How can he...
Yes,
like,
my
it
point is,
just how do you advise someone? How do you advise someone that you're not working for them, but they're working for you? So you're not advising. You're a boss.
Right,
An advisor means you're not a boss.
Ness, absolutely. What you're saying is logically and common sense wise correct. But when it comes down to the rules that govern boxing, the Muhammad Ali Act, the advisor ain't covered in there. So really, the advisor is a free radical. He could move and do and be a boss and then be an employee whenever it fits him. So that's why David can't really blame Al. That's why his fans don't even know to blame Al. So it's okay. I'm not going to harp on that. Y'all got to do y'all research and catch up. But like I said, I've been watching boxing for a long time. But second point I wanted to make, DC3, my guy, again, man. I get it. Okay, I was finally trying to get to like why y'all putting y'all so much pressure on Canelo and what Canelo's not doing for David, and I get it. It's because the Canelo fight, like you said, is the biggest fight, the biggest money fight for David. So that's the only fight you really care about. You only care about David's biggest money fight. And I heard about you. You remember I heard about you saying you ran into the Charlos at the Galleria. So I know you a money guy. I respect money. I respect that. So okay, you want David to have the biggest money fight, but see, Profound Dreamers thing is, I want David to have the biggest legacy fights. And I know sticking around at 68 was a waste of his time and was going to hurt his
You may
legacy.
feel like it's your
So he
time,
needs to get up to
but it's not
75
your time.
and step on their necks to force Canelo to fight him at 75.
Champ, that's
Once
the
he get them
bell.
crowns at 75, run it, Ness. Once he get them crowns at 75, Canelo gonna come up there to fight him, man. He gonna fight him at 75 for them crowns, and it's gonna be a better fight. And what was your point? What was you trying to say, Two Tone?
No, I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh, I
No,
saw
I
you
just
was
know
making a
Canelo.
point before
But
got
I
on.
get what you're saying. You more about David's legacy, being that Canelo lost. I don't know if you're saying Canelo lost one of them straps to William Demolition Man Skull, so it was no longer about legacy.
No, I'm saying from the time David blew weight at 68, he should have got up out of there. He should have been in the mix at 75, getting it on with the B-balls and the better BFs of the world. Because better BF and B-ball got a big fight on Saturday, right? But is there anybody on those guys' resumes that we as American fans care about? I don't think so. Besides Joe Smith, I'm gonna always give my boy Joe Smith the hard working, you know what I mean, the hard hat wearing, Long Island box brawler out of New York. I'm gonna always give Joe Smith his credit. But besides that, is there anybody else on their resumes that we care about besides Canelo? Absolutely not. So Davis should have been up there making a name for himself. And I'm glad he up there. And I'm glad y'all are finally talking about how excited y'all are for him to fight the winner of B-Ball Better BF. Because that's where y'all focus need to be at. Because once he creates that legacy, what would you call it? Stone. Once he creates that legacy Infinity Stone, Canelo was absolutely going to want to fight him. So what?
Nah, that was the browser.
Oh, no doubt. But yeah, that's my call, man. So yeah, no
They
doubt,
might go
man.
to ducking too.
I like when we get to teaching and we get to actually talking and not just throwing insults back and forth. This is what Profound about. So yeah, keep it going. That's my call, y'all. Peace.
All right. Let's see. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Man, it's taking forever to get to 233,000, and that's certainly not my fault. I'm putting in the work. I need you to help me. Hit that thumbs up. Let's see. Jay Will, I think it's on you finally. Actually, nope.
Yeah.
Not yet. One more, brother. DC3 cutting you again with another counter. I apologize, my friend. Oh, wait, DC3. Let me get to this super chat. Supermax pissed off. I said his name and I never read the super chat. Where the hell is it? Right here. Tone is right. All we gotta... Wait, Tone is right, y'all.
You may feel like it's your time,
Hold on.
but it's...
He said, Tone is right, y'all. We got to back Benavidez. He's out here making history by unifying interim titles. Who else is out here doing that? Hashtag Beehive up. Okay, that's why he was so excited to have that read. Matt Bet $105. Mexican Monster destroying Morel. Canelo, duck emoji, Halloween, scared of monsters. It's on you, DC3.
What's the deal, Ness?
Chilling.
Yeah, him, David fighting Beevil and Better Beef ain't a bigger fight than him fighting Canelo, bro. It ain't just about bread, it's about legacy. You feel me? It ain't just about bread. That Canelo win on his resume is bigger than beating a Better Beef or Bivol. It ain't just about bread. Nah, that's not. Of course, it's gonna be the biggest payday, but it ain't just about that. Like I said, him fighting Morrell, we should give him credit because Morrell been trying to get that David fight. He been on some boogeyman shit. So shout out to David for fighting Morrell, his boogeyman, and Canelo not fighting his boogeyman David, the other David, Benavidez. So that's what you got. You think it's just about a big it ain't about. Nah, we glad that he's still active. He ain't gonna go sit on the side like the Earl Spencer of the world. Shout out to Tip, the Keith Thurmans of the world. And cause I see you there, Tip, and I'm mad you ain't called in. I'm mad that you letting this pull this shit that he doing on here. Tip, you sitting here watching. I'm looking at you watching, and you ain't raised your hand yet. But your profile, Dreamer, I see what you doing, and I see that you're gonna be ace time for the face of the Canelo fanboys. Cause I see what you're doing. But look though, that's all I'm saying. It's not about me being mad. Oh, he just want the Canelo. Nah, it's a legacy fight. That'll be the biggest win he can get. We trying to get that fight before he gone, cause we ain't gonna want the fight when he 38. He slowed down, cause he's still looking good to me. Of course he slowed down. He in his mid, but I still believe that it's gonna be hard for David to beat him. So this bullshit, this propaganda that you trying, he just want the money in him. That's not the truth. It's a legacy fight for him, bro. You see Ness talking about his resume, he's pulling these guys up. If he get that Canelo win, you think Ness gonna still be saying that? We praise Bill for beating Canelo. Why we can't let David get that win? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad, but shout out to David though for deciding to give him a real that fight, because I ain't believe he was gonna give it to him. Like I say, it would have been a bigger fight, but I'm glad we getting it now because there's boxing problem. Let shit marinate. So shout out to David for trying to change that. Shout out to David and Ryan for making shout out to Ryan and Tank for making Earl and Bud fight. Cause without that Ryan fight and Tank fight, it wouldn't have happened. I'm out.
All right.
Okay, Boots Ennis, Instagram Live. Get your promo up.
Let's see now. I think it's on. Oh my God, they doing it on purpose to you, Jay Will. King Counter, James Benitez. Y'all ain't shit. That's crazy. That's wild.
You may feel like it's your time.
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Two-Tone? What's
What
going
up?
on, man?
What up? What up?
Ain't shit. Ain't shit. I just want to make that nigga Jay Well wait longer. That's it, man. You know how that nigga be talking. That's the only reason why I counterpunch, dog. Made that nigga wait, man. And Supermax so excited about y'all reading the counterpunch, man. Why he ain't excited about getting his ass in the gym? What's up with that, Ness? That's the wrong energy. Niggas got their priorities all fucked up. But it is what it is, man. You know, Ness, man, I really don't care about this topic at all, man. Niggas want to talk about David and shit and Two-Tone. I just got one question for you, man. When has David Benavidez defended a world title? Just think about it for move on while you just sit there and think about it, because the nigga hasn't. You can lie to us and tell us he did, but he hasn't. But anyways, Ness, man, I was talking to one of my homies today, right, man, and I respect you and I respect niggas like you, man, because, like, it takes something to move around this world with an unapologetic attitude. And what I mean by that is, man, you move with like a nigga that doesn't seek affirmation from others, while a lot of people do. So I give you credit. And I was thinking with my homie, I was like, man, is that really a learned trait, or is that something that people get over time? But I just think that's something that's either in people or they're not in people. You know, but either way it goes, Ness, man, I just salute you, man, for coming on this show, doing this 7 days a week. And your man Pablo, yeah, man, that nigga can punch, man. That nigga can punch. I'm just gonna
Yo,
say
so
that
wait.
right there.
Y'all was in that gym. Y'all, it was a trainer there, or that's just a gym for y'all to work out?
That's just a gym for us to work out, man.
Okay.
I mean, they got classes there, man. Soon enough, they're gonna open that shit up so it could be 24/7, man. A few days a week. But,
They got a ring in that
know,
one. They got a ring in that one.
Yeah, they got a ring in that one. They got strength training. They got strength training equipment. They got all that shit, man. Come on, man.
So,
you know I was gonna take your man.
No. I'm just saying,
garage
but for the time being, y'all gotta train yourself in that gym.
Yeah, for sure.
So the best, I mean, y'all can at least get some work though. Yeah, y'all can at least spar each other.
Yeah, we plan, bro. We already talked about it, man. Next week, man, we plan on linking up at least 4 days a week, man, Monday through Thursday.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then after that,
So it's not far for him.
bullshit.
It's not far for him.
Nah. Nah, it's only a 30-minute drive, man. It's only a 30-minute drive for both of us, man. With
And
with no traffic.
what about for Ant? It's too far for Ant?
Nah, he got to come up the road for a minute. I think that shit gonna be like 50 minutes, but we'll link up with him on the weekends though.
Yeah,
But
weekend thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna make shit shake, man, because I think that's most convenient for all of us right there. So
that's dope.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, your man's gonna fuck
Hey
around,
yo,
make somebody a movie.
Atlanta, stand up. We got a little Border Wars chapter. There's about 3 of them right now, so we need more Atlanta people, man. I mean,
I hope them
everywhere in
niggas
Georgia, right? Because none of y'all really in Atlanta,
Feel like
right?
it's your time.
I mean, come
When
on,
you
nigga.
feel
I'm
like
in
your
the
time.
city. I'm in the city. I'm in the
you are.
east, but yeah. I'm in the east, but man, but end of the day, man, my phone's always available to answer to anybody, man. If you're trying to link, I'll find a way to make it convenient. And that's, man, as always, shout out to you and shout out to Two Tone. As always, Two Tone, do you got an answer for my question? You don't? All right, bet.
Nah,
I catch
I
y'all
don't.
niggas
I
on
don't
the
think
next
he
one.
did, big.
Oh, okay, for sure. Just making sure, man. Just making sure you staying on code and keeping it real, my nigga. Again, man, appreciate y'all niggas, man. Y'all do y'all thing.
Appreciate you. That's what's up. Shout out to James Benitez, man. He really linked up. That's what I'm telling you. He linked up with my boy Pop, and now they in the gym. They sent me some footage too. I just wish there was a trainer there. I gotta find out. I gotta see if there's a trainer, man, that they could meet them there. Cause that's how I do it. My trainer comes to the gym. I'm at. But shout out to my trainer. He must love me, man. He's the truth. Who next? Now it's on you, Jay Will, unless
Man, start waiting for them, man. Come on, man.
damn, they did you dirty. I think there's a game. DC3 did this to you, man. They trying to play you, bro. It's not me. All I could do is accept the calls. DC3, what up?
What's the deal, man? Jay Will next, huh?
Hey, yo, you did it on break. Hey, yo, Jay Will, he gonna call in giggling.
Y'all ain't shit, man.
yo.
I'm weak.
Hey, but look though. Hey, look, Nez. Hey, what's the address and all that to Border Wars though? I need all that because baby girl, she getting our itinerary ready and all that. I need the address. And Tom, man, you need to start letting us know what the hell to do out there, man. Shit.
I'm from Phoenix, Maryville. This in Tucson.
So you in the blind just like us.
Yeah, I'm in the blind, but I got some peoples out there in Tucson though. But yeah, the strip clubs is lit out there, so yeah.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, man, Jay Will, I've been listening to this show for 8 years. And I know what you finna do when you get on here. You is a Jay Will. I just started calling in this year, Jay Will, but I've been listening to this show for 8 years, and I know what you about to do. I know what you about to do. Ness know that's why he laughing. I might. I know what you about to do, Jay Will, and I'm here for it. I might.
DC3, I sent the venue to your DMs on Twitter, so you can look for things around that area. All right, Jay Will.
Man, DC3. Who was the other called? Benitez? James?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll fuck with both them niggas too, but they both ain't shit tonight, man. But anyways, yo. Anybody, after you heard this information about Canelo giving an offer to Hamzah, whatever his last name is, giving an offer to this dude, and if you was a Canelo fan and you don't have any issue with this, you wear pink Canelo panties and you sit down to pee. All right? That's just the end of it. And at some point in time, even if you're the most diehard Canelo fan, you got to have an issue with some of his moves that he makes. Now, a lot of blame going around. Is it on Al Heyman? It's all on Al. No, it's all on David. Why y'all blaming Canelo? It's like, that's talking like kids, bro. The word is accountability, bro. There's enough accountability to go around for all three people, man. To try to put it all on David, to try to put it all on Al, and try to absolve Canelo from any accountability for why the fight ain't happening, it's just crazy talk. And y'all just showing y'all bias. Like, David definitely got some issues. He made some wrong decisions why the fight didn't get made. Al probably didn't do the right thing in order for David to get the fight as well. I'll be first to admit that. But we can't absolve Canelo from all accountability unless you just bias, right? Now, I respect people's consistency. The one thing most Canelo fans, they just not consistent. Because I hear them talk about Mayweather and Oscar, Canelo's getting it from them too, yada, 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 right? And then they'll bring up Berto or some shit like that Mayweather fought at the end of his career, right? But Mayweather let everybody know that was his swan song. He let, this is my last fight. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to allude to fighting any other fights after this. This is my last fight. So yeah, I'm going out with Andre Berto. And people like Ness was complaining about him fighting Andre Berto after fighting Pacquiao. But Canelo done fought 4 Andre Bertos in a row and got shit to say now. So there's no consistency. There's no consistency. So as a Canelo
Andre Berto
fan,
was never Berlanga, but go ahead.
Berto was a 2-time welterweight champion. How many belts has Berlanga won?
Berto was never Berlanga, but go ahead.
He's a 2-time welterweight champ. How many belts has Berlanga won?
Berlanga just
Case
won a
closed.
BET
You've been
award,
ether.
man.
Case closed. Case closed. You've been ether. You just showed your bias.
Berlanga just won a BET award, man. They not the same, bruh. He
This
not
nigga.
like us. He not like us.
That's what I'm saying. So you funniness, but again, your biases just got exposed, bruh. Because niggas was like, why didn't Mayweather fight Keith instead of Berto? Why didn't he fight Sean Porter instead of Berto? But y'all applauding 4 or 5 Bertos in a row for Canelo. It's wild. It's really amazing.
Yeah, we doing what y'all
But-
did with Floyd. Y'all ain't want him to fight Triple G like I wanted, and y'all ain't want him to fight Keith like I wanted. So the way
Do you
you
know how
want
crazy you
shit,
sound?
the way you want shit, y'all ain't gonna get it. Oh, it sounds crazy for me to want Floyd to fight Triple G, but it ain't crazy for Canelo, who started at 140, to fight Benavidez. All right, man. Listen, there's been enough Canelo slander. There's a few more counter punches. J. Will got lucky, J. Will. I didn't even refresh the Cash App, so there was about 4 counter punches before you. So we go on to Tyron, because we need some Canelo love. You dudes are haters out here, man.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
Apologies, I seen your counter punch late, brother.
No, you good, bro. That's on TBV. Was good, two-tone. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. Ness, I'm about to send you something real quick through the Twitter. To comment on this whole David thing. David Sr. put in an interview during the whole Canelo, the debacle of them going back for trying to make the fight, that they already had a 3-fight deal with PBC and Al.
Everybody knows that. They said this shit on my show. Again, people gonna listen and choose what to, they're like, oh, well, it don't matter. Canelo's Canelo. He still could have sent an offer. It don't matter. You think Canelo wasn't on those offers? Like, it don't matter that he had a 3-fight deal. They don't want to hear that shit.
Right. They don't want to hear facts. They just want to hear what they want to hear. But yeah, man. And so Canelo was already unavailable at that time. It seemed like Al, it seemed like Senior and Samson already had a different plan with David, which to them, which they said they were happy with. So Canelo and David, they wasn't going to fight anyway. I believe they was using Canelo name to heighten their status, I believe. In another keynote, Sampson did come out and say that Canelo deserved the $230 million. Didn't he say that in the interview? I'm sure we can pull it up. So to Ned's point, Al, David, and his team failed him. David had a chance to become Canelo mandatory, but instead chose to move up without Canelo announcing an opponent. So at the end of the day, it don't matter how you feel, how you slice it. These are facts, black and white. These are facts that happen. I said this multiple times. When Canelo was at 160, fighting Triple G, Jacobs fighting these guys, where was Dave at? Where was the energy with David becoming undisputed? David doing all this stuff. Canelo came in and wiped out the division in 11 months. Canelo has fought better competition at 168 than David has. And how long David Benavidez has been at 168? Think about that. Two-Tone, think about that. Your boy been at 168 for how long? Canelo been here for how long, and he fought better competition than David Benavidez at 168?
He fought David? No, he hasn't. Nothing. There's nothing else to talk about.
I understand, Tuto. You gonna rock with your boy, man. I understand you gonna rock with your boy, man. It's crazy. You better hope that if he does beat Morrell, that he gets a shot at better Beaver because the way they're looking, Canelo want that shot, and I do believe Canelo gets it before him. So I believe David's in a hard place in the rock right now, man. It's just tough.
You may
It's
feel
sad,
like it's your
but
time,
I think his team
but
failed
it's
him and
not your
now.
time.
But that's my call, man. Appreciate you, champ.
All right. We got Brandon Land's counterpunch.
Yeah. Hey man, I don't know. I don't know why these dudes calling in trying to. I don't even know how this became a David show. Honestly, I mean, Ness really started off arguing with Tone. I get it, but this is supposed to be about Canelo sending offers. And that's the funniest thing. Sending offers to two dudes not in the division. After y'all told David all you need to do is be available and stay in the division at 168. He's sending offers to niggas that's not even in the division. But David should have stayed there and just kept fighting and keep hoping. Keep hoping and wishing that Canelo might choose you. They talking about how long David been in the division. He fought better competition. Well, then if he fought better competition, then what did he do with Berlanga? What's Berlanga's competition? How he get an offer? If that you want to go by that logic, how long Berlanga been in the division? Since 2016. Same thing as David. Same year as
Hey,
David.
this is what David fans do: push blame. Tell us what David's done. Why are you telling? Why are you worried about Berlanga? Tell us what David has done.
You literally been blaming Al the whole show. You telling me about
my man. That's
you
who you're
literally been saying
supposed to
blame
blame.
Al.
That's who you're
all
supposed
day.
to blame. That's who you're supposed to blame. That's his advisor.
Why would I blame Al when we listening to a show about Canelo sending two offers to niggas that we don't want to see him fight? He's literally showing you he can send offers. But you mean to tell me I need to blame Al for Canelo not sending an offer to David?
Yeah.
But he can send it. He can send an offer. Then he went on PBC and sent
Can I
offers
ask you
to
one question?
Munguia
Can I
and
ask you one
Berlanga
question, please?
on
Can I ask you one
PBC.
question? Can I ask you
I
one
don't want
question?
to. I don't want to answer any questions.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't.
My
I don't want to
bad.
answer
My
any
bad.
questions. I don't want to answer any questions because you get carried away and then start, cutting me off and want to mute. But like, listen, bottom line is, I'm not even really here to bash Canelo, but it's kind of like when you just start making shit up and you got these dudes going out of their way to defend or blame everybody except Canelo. When we literally got a show telling you about Canelo sending offers, but somehow it's David's team, it's Al, it's because David didn't fight. But bruh, who the fuck Berlanga fought?
That's exactly who it is.
Who he fought? Who Berlanga fought to get the fight then? Who he beat at 168?
Berlanga's not
He
a
beat
threat.
Jason Quigley. He beat Jason Quigley and Patty McCory.
You're in denial, and
you did what?
You say don't talk, but then answer, and then you ask me questions, bro. You got to decide what you want, man.
I mean, I just want to know because you try to say who David, what was he doing, and who he fought. Like, who did Berlanga fight? You talking about? Berlanga beat Angulo, yeah, the guy he bit and got suspended and went to decision with.
Again, Berlanga is not a threat. Why don't y'all learn to live in reality?
Why don't you just say that and leave it there?
How many times I gotta say it? You so fucking hard-headed. I literally said
no.
After Benavidez,
why don't you just say it and leave it there, Ness? Why you gotta act like it's the team? Why you gotta act like it's David?
Guess why? That's the bell. So guess why? Now you gotta talk. Because there was a time where people thought Floyd was scared of Pacquiao. People thought it was Floyd that was scared because it was Floyd saying go get drug tests. It was Floyd insisting on drug tests. That wasn't common back then. So they was calling him scared. But what did Al do? He gave him $100 million check to flaunt and frame. And people still talk about it. No, ain't no before.
You know he sent him a flat fee, right? You know Floyd sent Pacquiao a flat fee offer, right?
Ain't no before.
What do you mean before? Yeah, he did. He sent him a. He sent Pacquiao offer that Pacquiao turned down.
Only thing that matters is this: Al Heyman and the world heard Eddie Reynoso said, "Send me the $55 million offer, and you'll see we will fight him." No
And
one
lie
sent
detector
them.
determined that
No
was a
one
lie.
sent them
So
an
then they
offer.
bumped up to
No
200.
one sent them
They
an
bumped up to
offer.
200 on us.
No one sent them an offer. All they did was
Oh,
keep
it's Dan
clout
Raphael
chasing.
lying then, Ness. I guess Dan Raphael
All
lying.
they did was keep clout chasing. No, Brandon, Dan Raphael doesn't have to lie. But just like me, Dan Raphael receives tips. That tip could have been wrong because guess what?
Oh, it could have
Eddie,
been. So you choosing to say it could have been wrong this
are you
time.
going to listen to the free conversation
Oh,
I'm giving
wow.
you? Because
Sure.
I could have
Go ahead,
sworn,
Ness. Go ahead,
I
man.
could
Go
have
ahead.
sworn Eddie Reynoso challenged anyone in the PBC to corroborate the offer. Is that fact or not fact?
When have we ever heard from anybody in
Is
PBC
it
corroborate
fact?
anything?
Oh, Tim Smith. We didn't hear from him. He didn't tell all the.
No.
I gotta go. See, I can't do it with these liars. Because Tim Smith certainly told all the fucking Terrence Bud Crawford fans that Terrence wants too much money when Terrence never sat down to fucking negotiate. Stop lying. Why do we gotta lie? I don't understand y'all. Blame Al. Jesus.
No, accountability.
Whatever.
Canelo
Man.
sending offers to a Queensberry fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense.
I am making it make sense. He didn't want to listen. Maybe you want to listen. Is Berlanga a threat?
To Canelo?
To Canelo.
No. I mean,
is Hamzah Sheeraz a threat?
No.
Is Chris Eubank a threat?
No.
Did you think Jaime was a threat?
No.
Okay. Do we all understand that David is a threat?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then, when someone is a threat, what needs to be done in order for that fight to take place?
Offer need to be sent?
Okay. Should the offer be normal or greater than what that person is used to getting?
Oh, greater.
All right, then. So what is the problem? Isn't this logical? We just had a logical conversation and came to the solution. You think I'm afraid of doing something, but you want me to do it. How do you get me to do it? You get me to do it by paying me more money than I'm used to doing the fucking job you're asking me to do.
But I thought Canelo sent the offer.
Again. Floyd was the A side, but Al had to find him the $100 million check guaranteed before he got in the ring. It don't matter who sends the offer. It matters that the people that are going to promote this fight believe they can cover the amount that needs to be guaranteed to the A side. And when they ready to believe that, they will send the offer. Right now, they know David is being outsold by Jaime, so they chose Jaime. Right now, they know David is being outsold by Berlanga, so Al chose Berlanga. Because guess what, Tone? Tell the audience this. When Canelo fights, does Al Haymon make money?
Absolutely.
When Canelo fights, does David make money?
No.
Okay. So we ain't going to blame Al. He making money with Canelo. David wants to make money with Canelo. Al is making money with Canelo. Y'all got to get this shit like together. Y'all sound very, very much like people in denial.
Now Canelo probably if 200 million, cool, whatever. But ain't there such thing as outpricing yourself?
No, because there's a such thing as negotiations. Remember, Canelo said, I'll fight Mayweather at 152 pounds. Mayweather had to go to the table, send an offer at 52. Canelo said no. Or rather, Golden Boy said no. And Canelo eventually said yes. You have to negotiate. But this is what y'all doing. Oh, man, no. He said 200 million. He's ducking. Did anybody call him? What happened to this great offer that Turkey said he was going to do? Didn't Canelo leave the ball in Turkey's court and say, I ain't negotiating now, but once my fight is over, I'm open. My line is open. The line been open.
That could be Terrence Bud Crawford, but Canelo's the same person that said,
I don't
what
care.
can David offer me?
I don't care.
Mexican.
I don't care if it could be Bud Crawford. That's Turkey fault then for, again, not giving y'all what y'all want.
You're not understanding. Canelo knows that David Benavidez is a threat to the Mexican people.
Okay.
That's why he weaponized his fan base.
No. Canelo, like Mayweather, knows that that is his nemesis. So he is going to get the most like Mayweather and like Tyson Fury. You guys just don't want Canelo to eat. Y'all want Fury to make hundreds of millions. Y'all want AJ to make hundreds of millions. Everybody could get the bag except Canelo for his nemesis.
Wait, did Mayweather ever downplay Manny Pacquiao?
Yes. Time and time again. You don't remember this line? Where was he at? Where was he at?
I remember the
when I was beating champions. When I was beating champions, where was he at?
But Mayweather always makes it a point to say he's a hell of a fighter.
No, Mayweather always made it a point to say that he was better than him.
And that he was a hell of a fighter.
Hey, man, you can remember it how you want.
Canelo with Triple G. Canelo never downplayed Triple G.
I don't know. But I mean,
why would Canelo bring his biggest bag's market value down?
I mean, fear sells, right? By doing what he's doing, he's got y'all thinking he's ducking, so that's making the fight bigger. Canelo's doing his part. Yes.
Canelo maniac.
People only want this fight. People only want this fight. People only want this fight because they think that Canelo is afraid.
No, I'm on these Twitter streets, bro. People hate David Benavidez for no reason, only because he wants to fight Canelo. And Canelo, they're tired of seeing Canelo turn red and flustered when reporters ask him questions. It got so bad, Canelo probably told the PBC promo team,
it's funny.
No reporters ask me David questions.
Let me ask you something, because Brandon, let me bring Brandon back to answer this question here. Brandon, you believe the alleged offer that Samson said, right? What was it, $65 million or some shit like that? Come on, bring yourself up. You know you got the authority. Come on up. You come on up here. Come on up here and get this work. So you
can't never give me work. You can't ever give me no work, nigga. What are you talking about?
I mean, did you?
You done got cooked plenty of times on this topic.
Do you or do you not believe the offer was real?
I believe Steven Espinosa. I believe Dan Raphael.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
No, that's cool.
I don't know who else you got to.
I like that you're deflecting around Samson. I just want you and Tone to tell me, how is Canelo pricing himself out when Samson Lewickovic came on this show, out his mouth said $200 million is a fair amount, and he's been in the business. He's not in your profession, Brandon. He's definitely not in Two Tone's profession. He's certainly the man that found Manny Pacquiao before y'all start shitting on Samson. He's certainly the man that brought Manny to boxing. He's also the man that brought Sergio Martinez to boxing. He's also the man that found your favorite fighter, David Benavidez, and got him in an ironclad contract that when David tried to escape, he went nowhere and Top Rank had to pay money. So, again, how is Canelo pricing himself out when the man?
It just, it just looks kind of weird, you know, when you try to make the claim that Berlanga or you know Munguia outsells David in his own arena in his own hometown, and Munguia has a country behind him, and $35 million is acceptable. But and then the guy who has less than that, somehow financially you think that $200 million for the guy who's less than Jaime, who you accepted 35 for,
it's
makes sense.
Why can't you get over that? That you're supposed to be thriving off that. You're supposed to be excited.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not the one in denial. I don't. It seems like there's a guilty conscience. There's a guilty conscience in Canelo fans, man.
No,
because y'all keep calling in talking about David.
Why? Y'all turned this into David. We was talking about Hamzah.
No, we did not. You did.
No,
you turned it into David show, nigga. We didn't.
No, don't forget.
I was on here. I was here prepared to call the truth.
Brandon, don't
I
forget.
Really was.
Don't forget I started this show alone. Two Tone jumped on. Because why? He couldn't.
And that's when you went to talking about. That's when you went to talking about David, because you got a guilty conscience when it comes to Canelo making these bullshit ass offers.
He went to talking.
Start talking about David and what David didn't do and what his team didn't do. This is why Canelo has to do this, because David's team didn't get him to fight. So
let me ask you
Canelo
something.
has no choice but to offer.
Let me ask you something.
offer Eubank a contract.
Let me ask you a
He has
question.
no choice but to offer Hamzah Sheeraz a
Can I
contract
ask you a
because
question?
David's team failed him.
Can I ask you a question?
Let you tell it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you call in to talk about tank shows, or why we only hear your voice when it comes to Canelo and Benavidez?
Because Benavidez is my favorite fighter. I don't like. I'm not a Tank. I'm not a big Tank guy. Even though I like Tank, I'm not.
No,
David
I know.
Benavidez is my
No,
favorite fighter.
Tank was just a name holder. I mean, you could put anybody's name there. You don't
I call.
call for anyone other
What do you
than
mean?
David.
That's not true.
Mm.
I literally called in.
Okay.
I literally called in. What was that? Yesterday or the day? Like yeah, I did. So I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't had nothing to do with David.
Okay. Can you tell us what other show topics you call in and talk about?
I mean, whenever I feel the need and when I'm actually available at work to do so, and I have the opportunity, sometimes I can't because I'll be in a loud place. But yeah,
you don't know. You can't really tell us one.
bro, I literally called in like 3 times this week. So I mean, and ain't shit have to do with David. So I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you trying to prove here?
Can you
Because it sounds like you're deflecting. It sounds like I'm killing you, and you're really deflecting into a random like a point you're trying to make.
If you called in 3 times this week, do you know one show topic?
I mean, I don't remember what it was. I don't know, but I know I called in.
All right.
I don't remember
But
because my mind is focused on this topic right now.
We did establish that Samson is a Hall of Fame trainer and knows how to do his job, right?
Here we go. What does Samson have to do with Canelo making an offer to like Hamzah Sheeraz?
I'm not bringing up Canelo. I'm bringing up Samson. Are we agreeing?
Well, I'm bringing up the show topic.
Are we in agreement that Samson is a Hall of Fame trainer?
No, he's not a Hall of Fame trainer.
Okay. Are we in agreement that he is that he knows what he's doing because he's been in the business as long?
Sure.
Okay.
We can say that.
All right. So we can at least take his word that the $200 million demand is a decent demand, right? Because he's also the guy.
He said, actually the quote was 150.
Because he's also the guy that said he offered 65 or 75 million, right?
No, I don't know what it was. I know it was 65. I think 65 was the number.
Okay, but you said he agrees that 150, not 200, is good, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what Samson said.
But he says he sent 65, right?
Well, I mean that was way before.
No,
he came out with that 100.
No. Before Canelo said 150 was decent. Or demanded 200, excuse me. And before Samson said 150 is a decent number, the facts remain Samson and David lowballed Canelo, right?
How would they lowball him if he said that after that came out?
Well, here's simple math, right? Samson said 150 is what word he used? Because you said I was saying it wrong. I'm sorry. What word he used?
I mean, nobody had that number in mind until Canelo came out of his mouth.
I know.
This is what you need?
No, listen, that's fine. But Samson said what number was decent?
65, which is a shit ton of money for a guarantee.
No. On my show.
Oh, 150. 150. Oh, you said 150.
And 65 minus 150, that's less than half, right?
Well, no. I mean,
yes. So the offer could be perceived as a low ball offer, right?
After it's established that he needs 150, yeah. But without that knowledge, no. I mean, 65 million guaranteed is not a low ball offer to anybody.
No, you answered it. It's cool. Moving on, though, also, the year that Manny and Floyd fought, I don't know how long ago, it was pretty long ago. But
2016.
16, all right, cool. So what's that, like 9 years, 6 years, 8 years? What do you think?
Yeah, you trying to factor in inflation as we doing here?
Yes. Thank
you. But like I said,
thank you for catching up and walking this journey with me. Yeah, I am trying to factor inflation. I'm factoring in that Floyd got $100 million for his nemesis 8 or 9 years ago.
That's cool.
And fast forward.
You know what also Floyd did though? Floyd, like I said, he also sent an offer for Manny to turn down in the first place. Because Manny turned a deal down.
Brandon.
So I mean, can we have a chance to turn a deal down?
Brandon.
Or does that not count?
Brandon. Don't
I mean,
forget,
when you want to bring that scenario into the situation, why can't you
Can I
acknowledge that
answer?
Floyd actually
Can I
sent Manny a
answer?
flat rate offer,
Can I
and Manny
answer?
turned it down, saying, "I don't want 40 million.
Can I
We'll
answer?
take 40 million. Can we get
Excuse
that
me.
scenario?"
Excuse me. Can
Uh,
I? Oh man. He
oh,
forgets that it's one way, guys. It's not that he doesn't want me to answer him. It's that he's so enthusiastic about the topic. He talks and he doesn't hear me saying I would like to answer. And the answer is that on this show again, because I work so hard, Jose Benavidez said they received an offer from Canelo. You forgot? Don't say you forgot, because then I gotta hang up on you.
oh, no.
You
What
do
he said
remember.
that they said, yeah, we'll take the minimum.
You do
Okay,
remember, right?
yeah, I do remember that. I remember that now. Yeah, he
Okay,
did say that. You're
okay.
right.
Revisionist history. I gotta go. There's a lot of people waiting, but you see how he didn't remember at first? That's so wild. Jaime Nieto, $5. It's wild to me that these dudes really believe that any professional fighters are scared of each other. Shaking my damn head and face with palm on face emoji. Half Boxing gifted another membership. That's 3 days in a row. Galaxy Studios, $2. Yo, laughing my ass off. Ya on J. AZ got big women. Oh my God. Yo, none of your super chats be like,
Hold on.
I don't be getting
We
them.
have a beautiful Lane Bryant's, but our women, top notch.
So, y'all do got Lane Bryant's.
Just like everybody else. Like, I'm not going to disrespect my Angie Stewart or my Lane Bryant's, but don't act like we not San Antonio, where that's a plethora of Lane Bryant's. Arizona's where New Yorkers, Jersey, y'all come here for the yams, respectfully. My East Coasters love it in Phoenix. Facts.
Galaxy, we read that. We got Tip Bellis.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, man, I want to start off my phone call by saying, man, get well, Al Heyman. Al is currently sick. You know what I'm saying? I heard he's very ill right now. So, let's send hold on, man. Let's let's all send our well wishes to Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Get well, Al. But yeah, man, all this Al slander, it's just nasty. Like, what are we blaming Al for? Because I heard you.
Not getting David the big fight?
Well, not getting David the big fight.
The big
That's
fight.
it?
Yeah, we're not even pigeonholing him into just Canelo, just the big fight. He never got him the big fight.
Damn. So let's not, let's not have David take blame, some type of self-blame for it,
Oh, it's David's fault. Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, was Al not doing his part?
No, Al never gave him the Caleb Plant fight when he was undefeated. His nemesis. Them dudes had a fight in the gym. Caleb smacked his little brother. They both had belts.
So did David not lose his belt after Graville?
No.
Oh, he didn't? He didn't?
They had plenty of time where they both had the belt. Cut the shit.
So Ness, he didn't lose his belt after Graville?
Did they not have plenty of time when he had his belt?
Okay. So this is what we doing.
That's what we doing.
This is what we doing.
This is it.
Oh, Ness. So champions ain't got to defend their belt at least twice?
Oh, really? Because you choosing not to defend your belt. This is why I invented border wars, because dudes like you like to talk, but then it ain't time to walk.
When champions get a belt, they ain't got to defend their belt at least twice?
So why you don't want to defend your belt and you ducking Lobo? Why you ducking Lobo? You see?
It's a lot of deflection going
on.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. When I said that to you, you laughed at me.
Yo. Under the WBC bylaws, I have 90 to 120 days to make a defense. Respectfully. I got 90 to 120 days. Don't let Ness fool y'all, man. I know the bylaws.
He said he knew the bylaws.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Bylaws, B. Bylaws, B.
Shout out to Schofield Senior, man. You know, we go by the bylaws over here, man. Yeah, but yo, but like I was saying, man, you know, David lost his belt on the scale. You know what I'm saying? Then he went and fought Jay Leon Love in the third run me for a counter in the third month of 2019. Caleb Plant just beat Jose Euskadagi that
It may
January.
feel like it's your
That
time,
January, right?
but it's
So then
not your
Caleb
time.
Plant had to defend his belt against Mike Lee in the seventh month of 2019, right? Right? And David also had to defend his belt. You know what I'm saying? And that was against Angulo. He had to defend his belt against Angulo. Then he had to defend his belt against Ronald Ellis. You know what I'm saying? The same Ronald Ellis who had lost
But
to
why? Why is he defending it
Hold on.
versus that guy instead of just fighting Plant? That's what I'm
What do
saying.
you mean, bro?
Al failed him, man. Cut the shit.
What do you mean? Yo, if he wasn't going to fight Ronald Ellis, then he was going to fight DeAndre Ware. But DeAndre Ware ended up losing. I think DeAndre Ware lost to
What in
Vladimir
the fuck
Shishkin.
is he talking about? Why are we even talking about a showbox fight in DeAndre Ware?
Because DeAndre Ware had the Continental Americas title.
Bro, we don't care about that shit. Listen, listen. You trying to bring up an angle that don't. No, you bringing up an angle that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Nah, man. You don't say that's irrelevant.
It is because unifications trump mandatories. No, unifications trump rankings. So your argument is void.
Okay, so if unifications trump mandatories, why would Caleb Plant pass up on his shot to go after Canelo when it was David who lost his belt first?
Here we go. So now you shifting the blame to Caleb. Bruh, it's Al's fault. He had an in-house fight. He had an in-house fight he didn't make. He had an in-house unification. He could have made David into a star, and instead he chose the great white hope for Canelo and not for his own fighter. Don't fucking lie, man. I ain't afraid to say the shit y'all scared to say. Fuck out of here.
I guess it's a lie, man. It's a lie. Apparently it's a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Caleb took Canelo to 800,000. Canelo ain't seen that shit yet. That could have been David. That could have been David.
I guess it was a lie that what's my boy name? Kyron Davis had fought at 168 pounds twice before he fought David Benavidez.
Nobody called it a lie. Nobody called it a lie. But what I did say, what I did say is a lie. What I did say is a lie is that y'all trying to say he never fought at 54 when he fought Marcos Hernandez and Patrick Day.
No. You're not gonna change the narrative. Like we ain't hear you say, yo, he brought Kyron Davis.
He did bring him up. His biggest fights and wins was at 54. Cat, what's going on, bro?
Let's make this very simple. Ness. In February of 2021, did Anthony Durrell not fight Kyron Davis and go to a split decision draw?
Yeah, last minute fight. They always throwing Kyron last minute fights at weights that he don't belong.
At 168 pounds, correct?
He brought him up too.
Okay, and then in that September of the same year, did Kyron Davis not fight Martez McGregor at 100 is what I guess you can say light heavyweight because it was above the 68 limit.
Off air tune up. Come on, man, cut the shit. Exactly, off air tune up. Off air tune up.
So Kyron fought twice at 168 pounds or higher, correct?
All right.
So how did David bring him up?
Now he's a world beater at 168 because he had a tune-up. Man, whatever, bro.
Okay, man.
Whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ronald Ellis, you know what I'm saying, who lost to DeAndre Wade, but came back.
Shout out to Ronald Ellis, a Canelo sparring partner. That's how Al convinced him to fight Ronald Ellis. He's like, well, listen here, David. We're gonna give you a Canelo sparring partner to see where you're at.
He came back.
Oh, thank you, Al. Thank you, Al.
Came back and beat Emmanuel Alim, who currently has a fight coming up against Juan Montiel in Washington D.C. We should get him on the show. And then he
Shout
went
out
on
to
to beat
shout out to
Caldwell.
shout out to Anthony Jetta who's keeping Emmanuel Alim alive because he got done foul with Al. Once Hugo Centennial knocked him out,
You may
Al
feel
cut
like
his
it's your
ass,
time,
and all he been doing
but
now
it's not your
is trying to
time.
fight on local shows in the DMV area. But he got done
Hey,
foul with
let's get him
Al.
on the
He
show.
got
Let's get.
he
I'm
got
gonna
done
hit him
foul
up.
with
I'm gonna hit
Al.
him up.
He got done foul with
We
Al.
gonna
You
try to
won't
get him
say
on the
that
show,
though.
man.
You won't say that though.
We
You
gonna
won't
try to
say
get
that though.
Alim on the show, man. We gonna get Alim on the show.
Yeah, I know. Politics as usual, champ. You won't say that. And that's your man from your city, though. You feel me? I got Stone Bone.
What up? What up? What up?
What up?
Whew. Got them boys pressed today, man. Man. He maybe Al is mad at him, for losing his belt or something, man. It got to be something, right?
Word.
Because Canelo, and I always say this, Triple G stayed at 160 till he got that fight, right? And after that, you saw what Triple G did. He was trying to fight at 68 and just pretty much get out of the way. I think David should have just stayed at the weight. If he could have made 68, and they served him up, an old guy in Vosdick. I still think, a good fighter. You saw what he did to Stevenson, but I think they thought he was going to do better. I thought they was going to get a statement out of that situation. So, and Al barely giving him his own main cards. He threw him right back to the Caleb. I thought that did well, but they basically relegated him back to fucking co-main event status. So I don't think they really trying to serve him up for Canelo because they like when they was doing with Caleb. They did the big fight in Nashville. They start linking him with football and the white, the great white guy from the South, the Tennessean with the rugged background who made it through all odds. They built Caleb up. David to me hasn't been built up like story wise. I know more about his brother than him. You know what I mean? And only thing I know about David is he's a big guy. He's the Mexican monster. We know more about him superficially than actually behind him. He's not been built up like that. So Al them should have probably put the resources toward building up building up David. It ain't my fault that Bud and Canelo is a bigger fight than Benavidez and Canelo. Am I lying? Who do you think the Mexicans gonna cheer for the hardest if it's a David versus Canelo, or is it Canelo versus the little black guy who been talking about he can beat him? That's the green print. Blue it. David is nice, a good fight. It's a big fight. I don't know if it's the $1 million paper or the million pay-per-view that people think him and Bud is, or where you rate that at, man? Before I get out of here, Ness, is that I think it should be $1 million a million pay-per-view, but a million Mexicans, it's hard to get them to buy a million pay-per-views for just two Mexican guys. Him and Chavez Jr. did it, right? But
Yeah.
two Mexicans, it's usually Mexican and black. Tank and Ryan. It's usually a Mexican and black that cross that million barrier. I think he do it with Bud. He don't do that with David, and that's why he ain't getting to it in a million, because they don't see the numbers with it. All right, man. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. Man, there's numerous PBC fighters out here starving, man. You got Chris Colbert fighting on Pro Box. Y'all talking about you don't get done foul with Al. Y'all terrible, man. Y'all want to blame Canelo, man. Y'all got to start looking at Al, man. He's the one running that company, PBC.
Nah, Canelo got something to blame on this. Something.
Yeah. It's Canelo's fight that Chris Colbert's on Pro Box. It's Canelo's fight that Jarrett Hurd was on Thunder Studios, then Pro Box, and he had to fight Jason Rosario on Pro Box for people to say, oh, well, we might do the rematch on PBC now.
That's low key. That's low key deflection.
No, that's low key getting done foul with Al and showing you that David's been getting done foul. Mr. PBC, I went to you. Not ready? We're gonna go to Mike.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up?
The, the Cash App is open. Nah, bro.
Mm.
Yo,
Cash App
Brand,
is
I gotta give it up.
open.
I gotta get Brandon that W, man. He was giving you that work. He was trying to redirect that whole conversation. But I gotta give it up to you, Ness. You was right when you saying that Al has a lot to blame. And in reality, like you called it pretty much straight up. Al hasn't really put David in the right position for him to win, but he's putting the company ahead of David. That's pretty much all what it is, because that money train is pretty much going right down the drain if he puts David versus Canelo right away. I don't see Canelo lasting 8 rounds with David in the ring. So at the end of the day, you got to keep that money train rolling, and it is what it is. But next question for you. Do you think that Canelo brought up Munguia up in weight to fight?
Bro, Munguia started at 47, bro.
So did he bring him up?
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to know.
I mean, that's what they say about Khan. It don't matter, right? As long as the dude isn't a natural 68-pounder, Canelo's cherry picking. The same thing for Tank. Oh, he's not a natural. Like, do we care that Lamont has allegedly 15 fights at 135, or are we saying Tank is bringing up Lamont? Let's cut the shit, man. Y'all motherfuckers
Yeah,
like to pick and choose.
That
When it's
nigga up.
Canelo, everybody got their guns out. Oh, it's Canelo. Ah! But look, Tank, Lamont Roach is out here saying, yo, I got 13, 15 fights at 35. Oh, y'all don't care.
Yo,
Tank is bringing up another 30-pounder.
nah, I keep it straight. I gotta say, if Canelo can do it, if Tank can do it, then anybody can do it, and I'm not gonna complain. It is what it
No,
is. This is the landscape of boxing right now.
you mean to say if David Benavidez can do it,
Nah,
everyone
nah,
can
nah,
do
nah.
it.
Nah. David ain't bigger than Canelo. You cut the crap with that.
My
That's
dude,
wild.
David, how many fighters did David bring up? Where are
Count them.
the 68
Count them.
pounders that he fought?
But count them.
No, but tell us the
Be,
68
be,
pounders.
because he's been at 68 almost his entire career.
Yeah.
So count them.
Okay,
Count 'em.
good. I'm glad you said entire career. Has Tyrone been at 68? No. What about Ronald Ellis?
His last 2 fights before he fought David,
Oh,
they were at
okay. All
68,
right.
and right
All
after
right.
too as
All right.
well.
All right. But I was happy you said entire career, right? Because that's what a 68-pounder looks like Berlanga. But y'all clown him. But y'all clown him for fighting Berlanga. You see? You see? Gotta go. That's the bell. PBC, what it do?
Let us know when Canelo want to run that fade, man.
PBC. Shit. Tim Boski, what's up?
Boski.
I never remember the name because my man changed his shit.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good? Nestor. And what's up, Two-Tone? Salute to the community. Two-Tone, man, what's going on, man? You always picking on my UK Donnies again. How dare you sit there and say, who, like an owl, like Ness said, innit? Like an owl. You went to get onto my boy John Ryder. You said John Ryder's a bum. How dare you say that?
He's a bum. He's a junkyard dog.
You said he was
No,
a
no,
bum.
no. No, you said he was a bum, but maybe obviously things get said at heated moments, so maybe he didn't mean it in that
He called
aspect.
him a
But
bum. He called him a bum because he wanted to shit on Canelo.
Exactly.
No,
Yes. Maybe he didn't.
John
Maybe he
Ryder
didn't
is
remember.
not
Again, maybe
his
give him
level.
some
He's not on
Jardine.
Canelo
Some
level.
Jardine. Because what I need to understand is
John Ryder
since
is
John
Ryder more accomplished than Tyrone Davis?
most definitely. Not even that. Not even that.
Is
Let me
John
go here
Ryder
with it. Let
more
me go.
accomplished than Dennis Douglas?
Yes.
Is he more accomplished than Ronald Ellis?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
But Ness, this is what I'm confused about though. Before I get to you, Ness, let me get back to Two-Tone because I'm confused, Two-Tone. Can I ask you a question? Two-Tone? Is Danny Jacobs better than Andre Dirrell?
Danny Jacobs better than Andre Durrell. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's the guy that John Ryder beat. So how is it? And is Danny Jacobs better than Uskategi or Caleb Plant? Is he better than them two guys?
Caleb Plant, I don't know. My man, what's his name? Ukadi. I
Uskategi.
think he is better than
Yes,
Ukadi. Didn't
that's what I'm
Okadi
saying.
trainer
So
whoop his ass
so
in the
so
fight? Or
You mean
it's funny.
Ducati?
That's what I'm saying.
Ducati.
It,
Ducati.
it's funny because you called him a bum, but then again he's got a better win and he's fought. You could obviously say better competition than Caleb Plant at that time and Uskategi. But those guys, I can't take away the credit because they're world champions. You understand? I can't take away Andre Durrell. They're world champions. But it's funny how you called him a bum, but he's got a better name at that weight division in his resume than fucking Benavidez does. You understand what I'm saying to you? And next, man, I did call in a while ago, like a year and a half ago, and I asked you, why didn't Benavidez fight Callum Smith? Why didn't he fight James DeGale? Why didn't he fight Zerdo when Zerdo was a WBO champion? And you got into me about that. I was confused. But now you come out and say that he hasn't fought this guy, he had a chance to do this and that. I'm confused.
I
I'm
can't
confused
make.
there. But
I
maybe you
can't.
forgot.
Why you confused? I can't help you make your argument. You call in to make an argument. You want me to help you make your argument?
No. I'm just saying that I asked you this time ago, and then you battled me for
I don't.
asking me
I don't
why
have
he
to
didn't fight one
reveal.
of those super middleweights at that
I don't.
time.
I don't have to reveal all my cards. And like Brandon
Okay.
Lenz, right? It took me time to realize that Al has been failing
Yes.
Benavidez.
But I said this to these guys. And you know I asked Tip Bayless, you know I asked him about Costano, the Rum Punch, all these guys, Keith Thurman. You know what he told me about Costano? Costano's in Argentina somewhere sitting in his house, counting all the money. That's what he told me. I told you, Al Heyman only cares about certain guys. You already know what happened. Canelo Alvarez told him, I don't want to fight David Benavidez. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Don't say anything to me. And Al Heyman said, fuck Benavidez's future, fuck his trajectory, fuck his career. I'm going to do what he tells me to do because he brings in the chicken. It's as simple as that. Like Baby Joker said, he's a walking economy. Like Anthony Joshua, walking economy. You understand what I'm saying to you? They fold when they told them to fold. That's what. But I'm confused because he should have went against the grain. That's why I give credit to guys like Eddie Hearn because he pushes them, even though they might end up losing, but he pushes them into the fights. You understand what I'm saying to you? He pushes them. He got the fight for Belanga. He got the fight for multiple other guys. Well, you don't care about that, do you? When Al Heyman's doing all big success, big pay-per-view, it's all his, he gets all the credit, this and that. But when it's time to point the blame at him, no one wants to do it. That's why I asked for Al Heyman to come out and give us a 10-minute interview so you can answer these questions because you got guys like the defense attorneys, DC Free, Tip Bayless, this and that. You got those defense attorney guys battling for Al Heyman that has never come out and said anything, man.
You
Where
might
is this
feel
man?
like it's your
Come out of the
turn,
cave and
but
have
it's
an
not your
interview or
turn.
something, man. Come on, man.
Alrighty then, Capicu, what it do? Capicu, what it do? Capicu, you might need to jump out, jump back in. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We got Optimus Prime with the Fat Tanalis. Two-Tone is right. I went to Arizona for some cheeks. Shout out to Arizona Snow Bunnies. Okay.
Chilaquiles.
Galaxy Studios, $2. Hold up. Two-Tone, that's not what Chuck says. Who the hell is Chuck?
Chuck does say Charles Barkley. Barkley always saying San Antonio got some big women.
Optimus Prime, $5 more. Get Fred from Barbershop Conversations on here. I actually hit him up. I read your super chat earlier. He hasn't responded back. Copy cool, trying you again. I was trying to get it done for you, Optimus.
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
What up?
Good, man. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be interesting. Just me observing, just trying to figure out what's the game plan with this, right? I feel like they're gonna make Benavidez, the winner of Benavidez and Bivol. I think eventually they're gonna set that up so that Benavidez fights the winner of that. Hopefully he beats Bivol, the guy that beats Canelo. That beat Canelo, and then that will kind of force the fight to happen. Also, I think that uh, they'll give, they're trying to give Charlo Thomas Lamana at 68 to potentially make a fight with Canelo early on in the year, right? Canelo normally fights 2 times a year, right?
Yeah.
Yep, May and September.
Yeah, so I think that that's a setup fight for Thomas. They done try to set up Thomas Lamano with Charlo, give him that warm up fight, and then set him up to fight Canelo earlier on the year next year, and then have him fight um, Benavidez at the end of the year if Benavidez wins. If the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev, you know, uh, and then that I think that fight will happen there. That's when we'll see the Benavidez versus Canelo fight. Um, but what's also intriguing is that we forget that Bivol actually wanted to fight 168, Canelo at 168. So I feel like maybe further down the road we might see a rematch between Bivol and Canelo at 168. Um, Even if it ain't for the belts, just to get that get back. Um, that might be more intriguing. He wanted to come down at 168, so I don't see why not. He'll be an undisputed champion. And he even talked about fighting one of the Charlo brothers at 68. Um, and there's a conversation recorded where he was like, "Yeah, I'll come down to 68. You got a belt?" And Charles was like, "Nah." He was like, "All right, get a belt, then we'll talk." So, um, he's willing to come down to 68. From 75. So that'll be interesting to see Canelo fight if they'll take that fight at 168 for all the belts. Sometime in the future. But I think that's going to be the game plan. I may be wrong, but it sounds appealing, right? The fact that to set up the fight between the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev, um, have that the winner fight Benavidez, that kind of force that fight to happen between Canelo and him. Um, Later on in the year, but before that, I feel like they're gonna feed Charlo to Canelo because, just because of the whole, and maybe it's just me being hopeful, right? 'Cause I always say I love the fact that Canelo has beat all the brothers, right? He has that streak going on of being the Cole brothers and everybody else, the Smith brothers. So why not add the Charlo brothers? But I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. Looks like that is a wrap. We do got a counterpunch for Jay Will. I invited him to speak, but he dipped off, courtesy of TBX. Geo, I don't see you either. I don't know if you want to request. Last call for alcohol. Lil Zooted, $2. Big shout out TBV. Goat emoji. Them late evening shows are the best. Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you, man. We gonna keep it going. We just started doing the double show, man. That wasn't a thing, but it is what it is. I love it. We considering turning into Fridays in the Untitled, but I'm always available. Enrique, that's different. He live that single life,
Big
and
Ricky.
yeah, man, big Enrique. But don't forget Border Wars, February 22nd. Cheap plug, February 22nd, 2025. You do need to be part of USA Boxing, so you do need an amateur USA Boxing book in order to participate, whether you're going to be a coach in the corner or a fighter in the ring. Get it in there to let your hands swing. Shout out to the WBC sponsoring our event, and if all goes as it did the last event, we should have a coveted green belt to give away to Fight of the Night, plus WBC medals and hats. Shout out to Boxing Fan Apparel Store, who will be providing every winner with a winners only t-shirt. Shout out to Coach Larry Wade, who sponsored the event, Combat for Hope, the foundation that showed interest in bringing Border Wars to Tucson, Arizona. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Catch me tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, where we going to do it all over Again, don't forget to recommend topics on the community page in the Discord, things that you would prefer us to discuss on the show. Last minute super chat. Oh, Wizard, yo, Ness, where do I send my Border Wars fees? Let me get back to you on that with the foundation. Let me contact the foundation. Just for tax reasons, I don't think I need to be receiving it to then sending it to them. We got to get that figured out. Give me 1 second. I'll answer that for you tomorrow. Until the next one, peace.
Peace.